Right, everyone, we are live. This is very exciting and very complicated. This is the most complicated stream we've ever done. We've never done anything so complicated. So, I am live now, right? We are good. Usual setup. However, I'm going to be joined on this stream like yesterday by Ash Vanderlei. We got another Ash in the chat. Stream up. So it's going to be double commentary today, and then there's also an opportunity to win prizes. I think something like the first number of people win a gift card, and there's a grand prize of a trip to the Miami GP for Americans in the pinned link, which is where Motorsport are hosting myself and Ash. So pretty complicated one, and I'm thinking of pressing the button to go live on TikTok as well. But we'll see. Let me get the thing live. Let's play some music to get us ready. Hang on. Let me just play some. Okay. It is grid what time? Martin Brundle's on the grid. Wow, it's a bit, this must be the busiest grid of the year. Hang on, I need to do that bit, or you need to drink a bit of your drink, not spill it. Nice. Welcome, Brian. Welcome, Mr. Ash Plays, Dark Cloud as well. Around the Apex, Chaya A, Vlacker in the house, Susie, Ace Racing. Welcome along, everyone. I saw, Chai, you put ticker tape in. I'm going to really struggle to keep on top of that today. Welcome, Chris Fells as well. Noah Gunnell. Hopefully everything's working. Good morning, good morning. Oh, David Coulthard's doing a track walk with Rory McIlroy as well. Welcome, High Octane. Yeah, Gasly. It's not getting P3 in the Pink Alpine. So... yes, I think I'm gonna I'm not gonna be able to paste in tickets. I technically can do it. I think I've just got too many things to do, and I'll just mess something up. So maybe it's not even worth. I mean, they can be in the chat, but I wouldn't even be able to pin them because I've got to keep this one pinned. Welcome, Dan from Thailand. Welcome, Marie. Yeah, it is early. Although it's, what is it? What time is it now? Is it 6 o'clock? Is it coming to 6? So it's kind of getting to like a normalish time. Yeah, keep it simple, because I've also got to check a Discord. There's going to be guests and everything. That's going to go live in 7.5 minutes. 5:40. Okay. I've been up since 4, so I'm ready. Midday in Thailand. This race is basically. It's like an Australian timed race, isn't it? Who do I think is going to win? I mean, surely George Russell is going to just convert this. Surely George Russell is just going to absolutely dominate this race. It's 11:38 PM in Kansas. It's not a particularly good time zone for the US, I think. Yeah, I don't even know whether to press the button on TikTok if that's going to break everything. I'm not sure what I'm not going to keep in touch with TikTok chat. I thought it might just be cool to have that as well. And then everything could break, frankly. There was a point yesterday everything broke. 5:38 for Miss Ash Plays. 5:38 UK time also. Can we have subs up? What do you mean subs up? Subtitles? That's beyond my... I think you can do YouTube automated captions. Michael says 5 PM warm here in Australia. Brian 340. I tell you what, while we're here, let's do a nations check, because what's going to happen is in a few minutes I'm going to go live. I'm going to bring in Ash into the stream, and then it's going to be like we've got 2 commentators, and it's not the same as like it's just me and you guys. Let's do a nations check. Marie might fall asleep. That's alright, because then I'll just you can fall asleep, and if something really exciting happens, hopefully you'll hear about it. Can we have subscriptions up? That again, I think that's just too... I've got so many windows open, it's unreal. So many windows. Okay, we're going to go live in 30 seconds. So, South Africa, USA, UK, Netherlands, Australia, Croatia. Is it a Netherlands win again? UK, 2 from UK, USA, 2 from USA, 3 from USA. Now 2 from Australia. Okay, it might be evenly spread. I'm gonna bring in Ash now. I'm gonna try and get this all working. So let's hope this works. Can you guys? Ah. Hang on. Do the old min max. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ash? Oh, am I loud? Because I can't hear you. I'm gonna min max. Let me bring up Ash onto the stream. There we go. I'm min maxing.
Are you min maxing?
I've min maxed. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can my chat see you? Though is the next question.
YouTube chat. Can you see and hear Ash?
Can I see YouTube chat currently? No. I'm currently trying to bring you up on my window capture window.
Ah, okay. God, you're gonna lose viewers.
Don't show his face.
Miss Ash plays in the chat says they can see Ash. Okay, so hopefully I've tried to explain how this is gonna work. And big prizes on offer. Someone's gonna win a ticket, travel, and accommodation, I believe, to the 2025 Miami GP.
Can you guys hear him okay?
I can hear you.
Yeah, but no one needs to hear me. I'm a loud New Yorker. Everyone hears me. It's fine. The question is, can people hear you? Oh, Kireth, I didn't show you my poster. I was showing it to chat. I want to show it to your chat.
I have not seen the poster. No.
Okay, it is Formula 1 related, before anyone... It is the Watkins Glen, September 17th, 1949, Formula 1 Grand Prix poster from the International Research Center.
Very nice. I have a question.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Why are they driving in opposite directions?
Oh, they're not. It just looks like that.
Oh, does it? It's not. Okay.
Yeah, it's the back. It's both the back there. And I appreciate. I mean, that was pretty savvy. But no. It's just the glare. You just can't see it well.
I'm obviously really stupid.
But yeah, Formula 1 used to race in Watkins Glen. Now it does not. It's not currently FIA Grade 1 certified, which is fine. But they do have an International Research Center of Motorsports in Watkins Glen, New York. If anyone's ever able to make it there, it's pretty cool.
Chai says in my chat, can you up the volume Ash a bit? She's on the softer side compared to you, so I'm going to try and bump that up.
Bump it up. Well, everyone, welcome back in. Thank you for watching. Yesterday, we were here with qualifying with the Motorsport Limited Beta Test Drive. We are back here today for the race. I enjoyed qualifying. I know I'm a Miami hater. We got to be a hater of at least one race on the Motorsport calendar for Formula 1. So I thought Vegas qualifying was great. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a little bit different than per usual. I thought it was interesting. And hopefully the racing mimics, well, is a little bit more fun than last year if possible. So, oh, he's quite quiet. I got him.
I bumped up Ash. Now Ash is going to absolutely boom over the airwaves. Here,
Perfect.
Ashen Island.
It's really the dream.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cool. Well, the lights have gone down in Vegas, it seems. Lando looks super relaxed from what I'm seeing, which is kind of...
Are you watching already?
Am I what, sorry?
You're live on the F1. Oh, on the Sky. You're watching Sky.
Yeah, Martin Brundle. Do you get Martin Brundle grid walks on F1 TV?
No, I mean you can, but I choose not to.
Okay. Yeah, Lando looks super relaxed. I wonder, like, if he was still more in the hunt, if he'd have that edge in him. But he just looks like he's just super relaxed. Oh God.
Oh no.
I'm back.
Let's go race day. I know. I'm pretty pumped about it.
Mexican wave in the grandstands. Looks like absolutely packed from what I can see.
Sorry, what did you just call it? A what wave?
A Mexican wave. Is that not the right? Hang on.
We just called it the wave. It's just called the wave.
It's not called Mexican wave in the US.
No, we just called it the wave.
Oh my god! But wasn't it from the Mexican World Cup? Or is this one of these things in Britain that's like it's one of these things we say, but we're not really meant to say Mexican wave?
I was just like, excuse. I was like, my brother in Christ. I don't. Whoa. What are we calling that?
Chat. Let us know.
No, you're definitely 100% right. I do not indulge in the art of kicking the ball into the net.
Okay.
So that is all you.
There's three people doing the anthem.
They sound great. They're very harmonized. Wait, who is it?
We normally rate the anthems all season, except I can't hear them, so I just go on the vibes. But I think we know that the US anthem is a certified banger. Although easy.
It's Boys to Men. What do you mean it's three people singing? Do you not know who this is?
Is it Boys to Men?
Yes, they're a little bit older than the last time we may have.
Is it meant to be like, age grading or something? I don't know. Oh yeah, it does say Boys to Men. Yeah, nice.
No flyover, which makes F1 inferior to NASCAR, but that's just my hot take.
Is it because it's too late?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Oh, I can hear.
I hear another voice.
Vladimir.
This is me, Vladimir.
Hello, Vladimir. Welcome on in.
Can you? I'm trying to get on, and my website settings are like, nah, bro, not letting you do this.
Classic.
I think we're good now.
Vladimir,
Vlad, do you want to introduce yourselves to our chat? I know you're the head of socials here at Motorsport, but
yeah, Vladimir, head of socials at Motorsport. We got a lot of accounts, but our main one's Motorsport, Autosport, Motor One, Inside EVs, Right Apart. But obviously, we're here for Motorsport. Big day, Las Vegas GP. So we're really excited to be here with you. I think we chatted a little bit earlier yesterday, so all good.
No, we panic chatted. I used the wrong logo, chat. I did a terrible influencer move. Besides not saying the product in the video, that's another terrible influencer move that we will not talk about. It's using the wrong logo of the product. So Vlad's like, Ashley. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
To be fair, that we're trying to like eradicate that logo from like the internets, but apparently the internet's forever, so we can't really do that. And so we got to just let people know. And then it's changed a little bit in the last year anyway, so no harm, no foul. At least we got it, right?
At least we got it. Absolutely. So for your role at Motorsport,
yeah,
is it just you, or do you have like a team helping you in the social aspect? Because I mean, there's so many websites you got to keep up to date with now. Blue Sky, Threads, X, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah. So we have a team. A lot of them are in the UK. We have a couple of people in the US as well. But right now some of our UK folks are up early, so shout out to them. But some of them are in Vegas time too, so there's that. And so, we cover the whole gamut of social media on, obviously, X. I still like to call it Twitter. His daddy called it Twitter. I don't want to call it Twitter. Instagram and Facebook. But, yeah, 24/7 basically kind of coverage we try to have on those channels. Right now for the Vegas GP, I think it really feels that way more so than the other ones just because of the time shift. But
yeah,
try to get the coverage out there for the people so they can enjoy what we have.
How does it work with like memes and things?
So what brings you to our neck of the woods, though? You're on our channels. What's up? How are you liking it so far?
This has been fun. I also like when we ask a question in the chat and they bring up a Motorsport article, and I'm like, aha, we've come full circle to the source and the stream. I do love live streaming, and I think Kireth just asked, what about how do you balance the memes that obviously get a lot of engagement, and then obviously the news that you guys publish?
So that's like a pull, give and take with the editorial team. We work really closely with them, and so sometimes we do have to like draw a line a little bit or get brought back. Like, hey guys,
we're gonna get commentary
a little too funny or a little too far, but for the most part, we don't ever want to like make anyone feel bad about anything that we're producing. We don't want to be making fun of anyone. It's all in good fun, good natured. We don't want to offend anyone, but at the same time, it's like if something is out there, we also should be that voice to highlight these things to people, like bring it to people's attention, whether it's a big story or whether it's just something interesting that's happening. But for the most part, I don't think we do as many memes as we used to, but when we do, it's just something that's like really good natured.
Yeah. And you cover as many motorsport events as like, we're talking about sports car racing. I mean, do you have someone covering rally currently?
Yeah, so
So
actually,
everyone.
shout out to Tom Howard. He's out there. I think he's in Japan right now covering Rally Japan. They just crowned the champion today. But yeah, we obviously we're here for F1, but we cover IndyCar. We did a lot of IndyCar and when the season ended. We did a lot of NASCAR too as well. So we try to cover as much as we can. Obviously, Formula One is the most popular of them all in terms of like engagement from our fans. But we have a lot of reporters that go to the different events, and we try to make sure that we're in contact with them, talking with them, like, hey, what are some of the big stories? What are some graphics that we can make? And some of the findings that we take from F1, we kind of try to bring it to the other ones and be as impactful as we can. Just because like IndyCar and NASCAR is probably bigger in the States than it is in Europe. So it's like, how do you translate some of that stuff? So you have to try to talk about like some of the big stories and make sure that, people know that, hey, who's the who's in the championship for NASCAR, right? Like these are the bigger stories that people are generally going to take to more so than like the 22nd race of the season, right?
Right, or Dale's driving the 8 Budweiser in Florence right now, but like, but why should people care about that?
Like, why is Kyle Larson saying he's better than Max Verstappen? Hey guys, we're going to talk about it, and people give all their takes.
No, we need to stop that debate. That was way too much conversation about something so simple, and I was like, oh my goodness.
It's great for social because it's like, guys, what do because you have the whole contingent who's not necessarily watching NASCAR. And then they're only watching, the open wheel racing in Europe. And then it's like, these guys are saying it. Why can't someone out there put it together for us? So that's why, like, I'd like to prop up the conversation because I genuinely like to see it happen. I know it probably won't happen, but it's something to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Kireth?
Yeah, can you hear me, Vlad? Or does Vlad need to min-max?
Oh, I don't think Vlad hears you, but I can transcribe.
Can you relay a question onto Vlad, which is?
Of course.
What's up, Gunther? That's what I was saying. I was saying, what's up, Gunther?
How do you deal with the fine line of like reporting something that might be a rumor and then verifying your sources? Because like, do you want to be first or?
The question from Kireth is, how do you do the fine line of reporting a rumor and then verifying those sources and then reporting it on social media? Like, kind of, how do you?
Hey, Vlad, adjust your audio really quickly.
We try not to tweet rumors as much as one would think. If it's something that's like out there, we'll try to go to our journals and be like, hey, some journalist in Argentina said this about Franco Colapinto, and a couple of people are taking to it. What are you guys thinking? I think there was like a quote by like Sergio Perez out there where he might have said something, but like he clarified it. But then everyone kind of went with what he originally said, even though he clarified it. And we were just like, hey, journals, did he say this? And they're like, oh, he clarified. So, you have to just make sure, because you can put something out there and it's like, you have egg on your face and it comes back like, hey, guys, this is not true. So, they definitely kind of make sure that we're having those conversations and just letting us know like, hey, guys, this is a rumor. This is not confirmed yet. We're looking into it. And it's always great to have those people who are just connected in that way. We would all love to be connected in that way. But if we see something, we're like that pulse. So we see it on social. We want to make sure that we're bringing it back to them. Like, guys, let's have a conversation about this. Is this true? And if it's not, then cool, we move on from it. But we don't want to be stuck with like saying things that we have to walk back. Like, that's just, it doesn't make sense that way. Yeah.
It would not be the best to do that. So you would rather, hey, just make sure, verify those sources and have it on lock. Worst comes to worst.
Yeah, like if it's like a rumor, like, I don't know, Lewis Hamilton might go to Ferrari. Like, I'd love to be like, hey, yo, we're hearing this, right? But
right,
not happening.
That's why you tell me and Kireth, and then we'll be like, wow, we heard this happened. And then it's like an ecosystem. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know how it works in other sports. I want to be the like Adam Schefter of motorsports, but that requires me having these relationships for like 25 plus years.
Yeah, I hear that his phone is like permanently attached to his hand or something to that effect.
Oh yeah.
On it like 18, 19 hours a day. It's a crazy life to kind of live, but you do it for the love of the game, right?
Yeah, our sources are saying we won't call out motorsport, but our sources.
But I mean, you can people have been getting away with that. Just like sources in Aston is like, well, we got to keep it confidential. Which
I can see the chat. I think basically Vlad
Is there
Vlad
anything
can't
you've
hear
noticed
me, so I'm just
specifically that
chilling.
people like to interact with more during Formula One weekends? Any kind of posts that you see get a little bit more likes or a little bit more, say, bookmarks?
Funny enough, I think like people just like interesting stuff, and this is kind of like goes back to like when I talk to the team, it's like, guys, whatever's just interesting that you see out there,
I'm just like,
So I think there was a graphic.
Basically.
One of our guys, he
I can see you, chat.
He kind of called it out where the graphic showed like it was Kevin Hart driving the car. I forgot which car it was. It might have been an Alpine
Williams.
It was, and had Kevin Hart's like name on it, and the car was driving by, and that's just interesting because it's like, oh look, Kevin Hart is driving the car.
Basically,
so like those moments where in that moment, like, it's whatever, it's fleeting, but at the same time, it's just interesting things that you see. So like if the Shoei bar, they had like these two, cool. they had these this like, was it the flight board, and then two people would have to try to drinking from it at the same time at the Shoei bar. It's like, it's just interesting things that you don't see. Like, we know we can talk about like rear wings and all that stuff, and there's always a place for that, and that's where like our journals really come in. Like, what's the nitty gritty for that? But it's like, what's happening just all around Vegas? What's happening at any race weekend that you just don't see all the time?
That's not on TV, that you can't see if you're not there, or you guys are posting, right?
Yeah, because everyone can publish the same thing, but then it comes down to which journals do you trust, who do you like, and then for me on social, it's like, all right, cool, we attach to that, but then also attach to, all right, who doesn't have this, or how do we convey this message in a different way than everyone else? And everyone has their own style, but it's fun to figure out what those moments are and how to get them across.
Vlad, right, we're 4 minutes from race start, so one last question, so we can all watch the race start diligently 2 inches away from the screen. If someone wanted your career and kind of get to where you are with motorsport, not that anyone's trying to take your job, but if anyone's interested in following the social media aspect, what recommendations, what advice do you have for them?
Find something within that space that you like doing. Whether I think I'm a big fan of like those niche singular type of accounts where you can kind of focus on one thing. Maybe your thing is just like rear wings. Maybe your thing is just like athlete fits or something to that effect. Try to focus on something that interests you. That's like very specific, and kind of work on that, and then sort of branch out to like different things that might be adjacent to it.
We'll wrap up this convo and then we'll crack on.
Just like I tell people all the time, just like go on the internet and look at account. No, seriously, it's like really simple.
Just go on the internet.
It's not simple, but go on the internet. Look at accounts that you like. If you follow makeup accounts, what are things that they're doing that you can apply to the stuff that you like, right?
I don't think they can
see
like
what's that inspiration out there. But honestly, it really is like finding something that's interesting and just post about it, create content around it, and then from there you kind of build up from it.
Awesome, Vlad. Thank you so much for your time. We are 2 minutes from race start. Vlad, I hope you enjoy watching the Las Vegas race because we're all up watching the same thing. So wait for your time before you can get to jump back here during the race.
It is.
No doubt.
Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it.
Some more convo. Yeah. Thank you so much, Vlad.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That was awesome. That was so cool to hear from head of social at Motorsport. The fine line between memes and news. I mean, it's blurred, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, and some definitely take it more meme wise to get those clicks and engagement. It's hard to follow, but I know we're 2 minutes from the race.
Yes.
Chat. I don't know if your chats have any predictions. I'm going with a Ferrari podium. I'm going definitely with a Ferrari and P1. I don't know which one. I want to say Carlos Sainz. I'm going Carlos Sainz, maybe George Russell.
I'm going to go Russell. Yeah, but everyone put in the chats, wherever you're watching. We can see all the chats, don't worry. Let us know who you think is going to win today. Anyone going to put Verstappen in? That would be brave. What about a McLaren? We're just a couple minutes away, so there's only a few mechanics next to every car on the grid. We're about to start the formation lap. And remember, Verstappen and Norris side by side on the grid. Colapinto is starting from the pit lane. I think Bottas is taking a penalty as well, though, but that'll be a grid penalty.
does have a 5 grid penalty for exceeding the limit of power unit components in a new energy store. So, yeah.
Logan Sargent official saying he's going to win. I'm still not sure that's the official Logan Sargent. Might need to verify that.
He's driving from Miami to Las Vegas, and he's still going to win the race. Absolutely. Something to denote, we've talked about that it was cold Right before I started the stream, it was 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 degrees Celsius. So it's just not as cold as everyone's saying. I mean, still want to have those warm tires, warm brakes, get them up to optimal temperature, but it's not the 45 degrees Fahrenheit that we all know. Something to denote, though, is the wind. There was a national weather advisory currently in the Las Vegas, 15 mile per hour in the city. It can be up to 40 or 50 outside of Vegas.
Wow,
which
could
can
be
be-
crosswinds.
Crosswinds, tailwinds, headwinds, depending which way it's blowing. I think it's blowing southwest, west by southwest, something like that. So as you know, it could kind of, ruin the aerodynamics, the airflow of the car. You can have more drag depending which way it's going. Not optimal. So
Top 10 cars on mediums as well, I'm hearing.
top 14, all top 14 cars are in mediums.
Okay, there we go. So people liking the medium tire. Do you have any kind of rumors on the optimal strat here, or anyone trying something different?
Yeah, it's a one-stopper, medium to hard. You'll switch around lap 14 or 20, depending how your graining is doing. Or you can also do hard to medium, and that could work out with a safety car. There was one safety car last year, so they're saying on the F1 website there's a 100% chance of a safety car, even though that's not really how stats work. So we'll see if that happens. But we know those mistakes on this track are not forgiving, as we saw with Colapinto yesterday.
Yeah. So formation lap is underway. So on the YouTube stream, we have the usual sort of live standings. And on the Motorsport stream, there is now a poll that's come up. Will there be a safety car?
Oh yeah, Alonso is on softs, people would like me to tell you.
And that's 100% yes. So aligned with the stats on that one. I don't see any situation where there won't be a safety car now.
100% safety car. Chat will go make a safety car. Someone will throw out like a hot dog on the...
Yes, indeed. What do you think about Hamilton, by the way? Obviously, Mercedes looking quick. He said he said yesterday in his post-qualifying interview that he thought he should be on pole. So strong words.
He should be on pole.
Obviously messed up both laps.
But they asked him if he was like confident in himself. He goes, "Not really. I think the race is kind of done. Obviously, a win is out of the question." So he's not feeling great about getting up. He does have to pass Piastri, though. He's done that before, which I think is always fun. But Piastri also wants to do well. He has to pass a lot of people to get to that win, including Max, Norris, etc. So Yuki Tsunoda, our Minister of Defense, our wide boy, who holds everyone back.
Yeah. So very quickly, we haven't actually introduced ourselves as the cars are making their way around formation lap. I did it. I went first last time. Do you want to introduce yourself, Ash, to everyone watching?
Yeah, sure. I'll be very quick. Ash Vanley, motorsport streamer, content creator, work with NASCAR, DT World Challenge America. You might have seen me on the Red Bull streams. You might have seen me work with IndyCar. You might have seen me work with Ford and Austin with WEC for the World Endurance Championship. But yeah, I like to yap about motorsports fun facts and women in motorsport.
And also the president of the Pierre Gasly fan club, right?
No. If Pierre Gasly gets Podium,
we're going to see. Pierre Gasly watch is going to be very interesting today. And I'm Kireth. I just stream F1 and sim racing and other motorsport.
You talk about Formula E.
And Formula E. I do the Formula E watch-alongs. Yeah.
That counts. I just like racing.
Yes.
Go real hard and real lift.
Toto can focus. I wonder if he's thinking here, this could be a great race for Mercedes with a win and Hamilton making positions. We'll see. As I see it, the front two cars are making their way to the grid slot. Carlos Sainz will
live, laugh, love Gasly.
Yeah. Sainz will technically have the inside line, which is interesting.
Don't forget you're ahead of me on your stream.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll try. If something happens, I'll just look really shocked, but I won't say what it is. You'll have to interpret.
No, it's fine. I'll still be shocked. You'll gasp, and I'll still gasp. You can't spoil anything for me.
But yes, we are moments away, everyone. In fact, I think on the live standings, you can see now, if you want to be first in the world, you'll see exactly what's going on. But I'm going to wait for the pictures, and then Ash and I will be relatively synced up in the race. And if you want the full experience, we're here in the Motorsport Limited Beta test drive in the pinned link where you can win the prize. What's that? What happened?
Nothing. I'm just stressed.
Okay. Valtteri Bottas is the last car making its way to the grid. Maybe I'll see what I'm seeing then. Say what I'm seeing. As the safety car is behind, green flag goes, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. When the lights will go. Is it going to be a good start from Russell? It is a good start from Russell. And Pierre Gasly has a pretty decent start. He might try and go around the outside, but as it is at the moment, he's going to lose a position to Leclerc, who actually gets an amazing move done on Sainz as well. So Leclerc gains 2 positions. He's caught Sainz napping there. That's
That was
incredible. Generational start from Leclerc, but it looks like Russell's already kind of moving.
Max still well ahead. Oh, Yuki's got to push it on Norris.
Yeah, Norris looked like he got squeezed out there. Really, he's having a bad start, dare I say? Or maybe that's Piastri. Piastri's behind Norris here. I think Piastri
We have a
squeezed
question. Buffy's asking, can drivers still park at an angle as long as they're in the box and not behind the line? To my understanding, yes.
Yes, I also believe so.
Someone will correct us if we're wrong.
There's been races where drivers are coming at mad angles, like stanced, just to get that drive. Like, it looks really aggressive when the guy in pole's like massively angled to cut you up immediately.
Full NOS launch into you.
Yeah, oh my goodness, a real side-by-side, I think, between a Haas and Lewis Hamilton, it might have been. But that would Hülkenberg and Hamilton.
Perez passes Alonso. Let's go, baby. Securing that contract. Ooh, Liam Lawson.
Yeah, but I think a great... I mean, Leclerc's a winner here. Leclerc's got ahead of Sainz, taking priority. He was pretty candid yesterday after qualifying, saying Sainz had just qualified better than him, and he didn't understand why. So he said he had homework to do. Maybe he's understood something.
Sergio, please.
Fernando Alonso on the soft tyre as well, interestingly.
Fellas, let's come down here at the back. No, we love that they're racing from P1 to P20.
Yeah. Chara in our chat saying Gasly was holding up Verstappen in the first corner, no pun intended. Gasly still in P4, still ahead of Verstappen.
Fraud watch.
And Verstappen ahead of Norris. I mean, the World Championship is still live. I mean, I can't believe we haven't mentioned it yet, but Verstappen, at this rate, I mean, I think we've established you're much better at maths than I am, but I think Verstappen would be crowned World Champion?
Correct.
Yes, okay. Fine.
Norris needs 3 points or more ahead of Max this race to keep his World Championship alive. If Verstappen's just above him, and
there's a poll going in the Motorsport test drive saying, will Max Verstappen win the World Drivers' Championship in Las Vegas? 75% yes, 25% no. So
I say yes.
Yeah, interesting split that. A quarter of people saying no, he won't win it. Yeah, World Championship is currently at stake, and we could be witnessing a 4-time World Champion level with the likes of Alan Prost, moving ahead of Senna, level with Vettel in the GOAT conversation. What do we think, Ash?
Was there a question? If Max Verstappen can take it, I say yes.
Is Max Verstappen in the GOAT conversation?
Oh, in the GOAT conversation?
Is he on the table? Oh, I'll take basically an implied no, maybe.
No, I go yes. It's just hard to see it. It's hard to know the good times when you're in the good times. You got to wait to reflect on it back. But yeah, because I think we talked about it yesterday. The caliber of drivers now, comparatively to like back in the day in 1950 when Formula One came about, a little bit different. So I would definitely say yes. I definitely do think Lewis Hamilton is above that.
Okay.
In that case, though, but yeah, he can be on the GOAT list.
Speaking of Lewis Hamilton, he's still in P10, and Hülkenberg, as chat have spotted, has overtaken Piastri. What is going on with the McLarens here? Hülkenberg moving up.
Norris had a faster mini sector in sector 1, but I wonder if he just can't. We're all one behind the other on the DRS choo-choo.
Got to take those small wins.
So it says depends how 2026 goes. I'd say yes. If he does what he does with the new regulations, then yes, for sure, he's the GOAT.
Charles Leclerc going half a second quicker than George Russell last lap, and he's within half a second. And I think he'll be within a second down the big DRS straight. So I think we could be about to witness maybe an overtake here. We'll see. I've hyped it up now. I've hyped up too much. But what's your instincts, Ash? 0.6 seconds behind.
Yeah, I'm going Charles. Oh, Charles Leclerc can pass. He has a tendency not to do well under pressure. But Russell seems like a sitting duck considering how fast Leclerc is.
Let's have a look. Russell's extended the gap a little bit around.
He's got to hold him back so Sainz can also pass him too.
Are we looking at a Ferrari 1-2 here?
That'd be great.
There's a Gasly train now. Gasly fraud watch.
Because he's a fraud. Sorry.
Right, here
got
we
a
go.
little aggressive there.
Down the back straight, Leclerc 0.7 seconds behind it. It's a long straight as you go past Treasure Island, Bellagio on the right hand side, then Caesar's Palace. Make your way past, what is it, Flamingo on the left hand side. I shouldn't know all these casinos. That's bad.
Why should you know all these casinos? Have you been a frequent
Yeah, I have
patron of
been
all
to
these
all of them.
casinos?
And then go around Cosmopolitan, left-hander, before you dive into what must be called Top Golf Corner, because Top Golf's there. 0.1 second the gap is. I wonder if we could have an overtake here over the line. It's going to be close. But Russell has been able to hold off Leclerc so far in the lap. So strong D from Russell, as they might say in America, as I understand.
Pierre Gasly. Oh, which is happening right as I'm watching.
Verstappen
Perfect.
overtakes Gasly, yeah. So Verstappen's out of the bottle. We'll see if Norris can make a short work.
Well, hopefully he holds him up for a little bit.
This is shaping... Alonso pits off the soft tyre. Ooh. Is he on some
Sorry,
mad...
I thought Charles Leclerc was about to bump into George Russell, gentlemen.
Side by side.
He's pulling a Max Verstappen.
I wonder if the battling between Russell and Leclerc is going to allow Verstappen to catch up, and we're going to genuinely have a four-way fight for the lead here, which would be tantalising.
Alonso being told to box.
Oh,
Interesting.
is it retirement? Oh, no, he's coming out. He's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, they were side by side on the exit of one, Leclerc and Russell. Good hard racing there. And Leclerc's dropped back now, as I see it, over a second behind going down the straight, so he won't even have DRS benefit. Brian in the chat saying Colapinto goes from 0 to 0. Ash and I have different views on this. I'm gonna stick to my views and say I think Colapinto might have crashed his way out of a seat next season, but that also might be harsh.
Where was he going to go? He wasn't even signed for next season.
There are rumours, so not the sort of rumours
Well,
that.
what did we just learn about rumors, Kireth?
Sorry.
What did we just learn about rumors?
Not
What
to
do we know
report-
about
not to report on them. What am I doing?
Oh no, Piastri false start.
Jake, someone in
Oh no.
my chat, Jake Collecting, saying Russell's visor film is stuck in Leclerc's antenna. Is that the Mario
tear
Kart
off?
blue shell? Yeah, tear off.
Oh, that sucks.
We've seen people have to box before for tear offs in intakes and whatnot.
Yeah, Piastri false start noted. I don't know if he's going to get a penalty for that.
This might be a terrible race for Piastri then.
Here.
You know what? I couldn't see an immediate false start. I don't know if he was ahead of his box, which means that you get an you basically automatically false start. Hamilton overtakes Hulkenberg as well. And Norris still behind Gasly. I think we have seen this before, haven't we, Ash? That Verstappen is able to make his way through traffic, like we saw in Sao Paulo, much quicker than Norris is sometimes.
Classic Lando.
Yeah. I'm hearing... can I report on a rumour, or can I say it's a rumour?
You can say it's a rumor. We're
Okay.
not.
This is not official motorsport editorial approved.
Yeah, make it very
but
clear
just
here.
in my personal capacity, apparently the big rumour is that Alpine were going to take Colapinto and tear up Doohan's contract. Typical Alpine. Which...
Oh, I didn't hear that. Interesting. I heard a similar rumor that he was going to either potentially V-carb.
And what?
And he was being courted by
And
Christian
Lawson up.
Horner.
Lawson goes up then.
It would be Perez out, either Yuki or Lawson up, and then Colapinto would take that seat.
Okay. There is a mad traffic. It's like the F1 game. Oh my god. Looking at Hulkenberg bashing wheels with Aston Martin. Hamilton with the fastest Sector 3 out of anyone. And he's all over the back of Piastri now. Remember, they came together in Monza last year and Hamilton apologised. Yeah. What are you seeing so far, Ash, in terms of... I mean, Russell, has he got out of a period of trouble with the tyres there, maybe? Now he's a bit more in a groove? 1.7 seconds?
I mean, he's going at least 0.2 faster than everyone else behind him, so he's doing quite well. I think he's fine.
Leclerc signs...
Oh, he's got a 3. Oh, George Russell also has something stuck on his side of his car, on his floor.
Classic street circuit, though. That's what you want to see. You don't want to
gotta
see it.
clean up that debris. I'm more laughing about Magnussen complaining about Lawson racing him, and everyone's like, oh, "Lawson's gonna be careful." I was like, "No, Lawson's actually driving." You guys all forgot what that was like because you all had, how do I say, blank boxes of cars. It's a 4-letter word. So you forgot what it was like to do wheel-to-wheel racing, and everyone's like, "He's racing me side by side." I was like, "Yeah, deal with it, guys."
They race him so hard.
Hubris is a crippling thing.
Ooh, Leclerc and Sainz are very close together. Surely they won't come together, but Verstappen's right behind them. Sainz overtakes Leclerc, as I see it. So Sainz has overtaken Leclerc, and Hamilton was trying to go round the outside of Piastri in, for lack of a better word, Taco Bell corner.
Hamilton has gone past Piastri.
Was he
before,
able
which
to
is
go
really
around the
cool.
outside
Piastri's
then?
missed it.
Yes, he was. Clean around the outside into that chicane. Oh, no, he wasn't done there. It must have been done after. So we spoke about Carlos Sainz yesterday, Ash, as well, and I was saying, oh, I feel like he has a dog in him. But you were saying maybe, well, it's too little too late because he's been dropped by Ferrari.
Correct.
But here, he's overtaken Charles Leclerc. I mean, how does that work at Ferrari if they've, you know...
I mean, again, he doesn't care. He doesn't have a seat next year with them, excuse me. So it's just like he's showcasing what he can do. It's like a billboard right now. So he just does what his race. I don't think he cares.
Yeah, we will see. Verstappen is now within DRS of Charles Leclerc as well. We could see... I mean, that Verstappen... You mentioned yesterday about the rear wing being shaved down. The Oracle logo is basically gone. They didn't bring the wrong rear wing as such, but they don't have a low drag version. Is he going to be able to get this done in the DRS? We'll find out. About 3/10 behind as they went in, from what I could see.
Yep. Can Sainz catch up to George Russell in any meaningful... Yeah. Strategy rise. Mercedes can still mess up a pit stop.
I think Verstappen's going to win this race. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
Max Verstappen wins, no way.
I think he's going to win this race and win the championship. He's got a point to prove here. Chats, feel free to roast me, but I've
no
said
need
it.
for a roast. Oh, Max is passing Charles Leclerc. That's
Charles Leclerc. So he's got the straight line speed to overtake in DRS, which I thought might be his Achilles heel, but maybe it's not an Achilles heel.
Which is interesting because yesterday after qualifying, they're like, "Oh, where do you feel the slowest?" And he goes, "The straights and the corners," which is meaning the whole track.
Yeah.
So clearly,
So I think Verstappen might be more motivated knowing what's at stake. I mean, it was dare I say a generational race in Sao Paulo. He got all the plaudits in Interlagos.
He heard that I didn't think he was a goat right away, so he's gonna be like, "I'll watch this."
Futuristic commentator's curse. He's 6.1 seconds behind the leads, and the Mercedes has struggled on tyre wear, hasn't it? George Russell's had to do some weird strats this season.
They're saying that we need to stay out, and as team radio, I don't think the window is going to create at this pace.
Is that Leclerc wants to stay out?
Yes.
They might want to box him early to take that plastic bag off his.
And he does not want to stay out.
Oh, he doesn't want to stay out. He wants to come in.
Sorry. He wants to stay out. They want him to come in. My apologies. They were fighting over the radio. He would like to stay out. They want him to come in.
Okay. Ash has got all the actual radio accurate, whereas I'm just sort of like, I'm just feeling the vibe. Might be completely wrong. Verstappen now a second behind Carlos Sainz.
Lawson being told that Perez is within DRS, 0.9 to Lawson. Uh-oh.
It's comedy that we haven't mentioned Sergio Perez yet in the other Red Bull. I've just said Verstappen might win this race. Leclerc boxes very early, and Norris as well. Wow. Hards to the end then?
Someone goes, Charles Leclerc is going for that 4-stop strat.
Full Ferrari here. Leclerc and Norris box, interestingly.
George is asking, is it still that if Max finishes in front of Lando, Max wins his championship? Yes. Especially right now, the way it is, obviously, because Norris just pitted, so. Ooh, is this going to work out? Are they just going to switch hards?
They're going to have to go hards to the end.
Ballsy. Hards on Norris.
You'd be mad to do a 2-stop, surely. I mean, did Alonso go hards?
Alonso went softs.
Alonso's doing softs, hards, then. He did softs for a lap.
And now he's doing hards. Oh, jeez. Our boy Stroll, P17. Great.
Why is Alonso so slow? I don't know. The Aston Martins looked pretty terrible here. Yeah, again, in the Motorsport stream, you can see they've got dedicated graphics. You see when they're updated and the gaps there between the top drivers. I would say it feels like Verstappen has overtaken Carlos Sainz. That's why he's lost time.
Ooh, Piastri gets a 5-second time penalty for a false start. 5-second false start. Oof.
Yeah, that might have been pit box. I think it was a Verstappen round the outside at Taco Bell. Let me see. Sainz had the inside. It's such a great, with the telephoto lens down there, to see the cars come in. I think it's really iconic, actually. Into that chicane. I think the chicanes are really nice. That's where Colapinto crashed. So it's not an easy chicane.
Sainz boxing, Max P2.
Maybe the medium tyre is just really not the tyre to be on in this race. Maybe.
No, that we don't.
Well,
Do you trust Ferrari strategists?
I wouldn't bet the farm on Ferrari strategy. Piastri box, Gasly boxes as well. Piastri boxes. So Russell going long. Hamilton inherits P3 as well, interestingly, because Sony drivers are boxed.
10 laps in, and Russell's only almost 8 seconds ahead of Carlos. Piastri outside his grid slot, yeah, per the FIA. Interesting.
I'm very intrigued by this race now. I think the pace difference between Russell and Verstappen in clean air will be interesting. I'm having a look at Piastri. I think Piastri went over the box. I think he was over the line. So automatic.
It wasn't even that he was quicker, that he was over the line as well.
To add insult to injury, it's not even like, yeah, my reactions were so quick. It's no, you just poorly parked the car. 9.1 seconds between Verstappen and Russell. Russell was half a second quicker in Sector 1 alone, though, and half a second quicker in Sector 2 as well. So, what do you think about undercut here, Ash, with the Ferraris on Verstappen?
What are they on, hards?
Verstappen boxes.
Well,
we'll find out.
Oh, I was like, no, you're kidding me, right? Wait, he's plus 9 away. So +6, +4, +1. Where does he come out now? If you were to box right now for hards, what do I have? I think it's a 20 pit time lost under greens. 21 seconds. Oh, you're
21 seconds to go. Verstappen has. Oh, I got an echo here. With Verstappen's box, he comes out behind Perez. Is he going to come out ahead of Magnussen? No, I'm not sure if he comes out ahead of Magnussen.
I don't know if he comes out of Magnussen, no.
But that's really not where you want to be.
That was a 2-second pit stop. That was beautiful.
Jay collects things, ironic name, saying there's lots of garbage on the track. You said strong winds, Ash, so maybe that's bringing stuff onto track. I don't know.
Yeah, there is a national weather advisory for strong winds in the Las Vegas area and various counties from 40 to 50 miles per hour. However, in Vegas, because of the buildings and where they're situated and things like that, in the city, it should be around 15 to 20 till 4 a.m. track time. So, yeah, there could be a lot of...
So, Verstappen, it was quite a sensation, actually. Verstappen came out behind Colapinto, had to overtake him, and Sainz is just behind Colapinto. Verstappen was also behind Bottas. He's now overtaken Bottas. And he's got Magnussen left. So Verstappen's got 2 cars in between him and Sainz at the moment. So it's been incredible for Verstappen,
This worked out perfectly for Red Bull.
Russell,
Ferrari pitted too early.
Russell's going to box his lap.
Correct.
Where will Russell come out? This is a very interesting moment. Where Russell comes out here.
Can't believe Ferrari effed up so hard.
Presume they're not double stacking, so Hamilton's going to take lead of the race.
Nico Hulkenberg, at this point, it doesn't matter. Tires are effed anyway.
Wow, there is so much traffic behind Verstappen. It's absolutely insane.
Oh, look, Lance is last. I know. Shocker.
Hamilton needs the Grand Prix. Not sure anyone predicted that. I I got a little bit of an echo.
They're gonna have to pit Russell and Hamilton soon. Not soon.
Russell has pitted. Russell's boxed. He was just so far ahead. Isn't it crazy how far ahead he is?
I see him on 13-lap mediums still. Oh, Russell's on hards. Why? Oh, maybe I'm behind then on my information. Oh, yes. There we go. Yes, I am. I'm just catching up. My apologies.
No, but it's interesting that he's come out in P2, whereas Verstappen boxes and comes out behind a load of traffic. So, interestingly, who's the next car ahead of Verstappen? It's the one and only Sergio Perez. So
Which we don't know. The door's going to open right there.
Can you imagine? Now, again, this is just conjecture. Can you imagine if Perez crashes into Verstappen as Verstappen overtakes him and keeps the championship alive? What do we think?
No.
Not gonna. Okay.
Okay, like Sergio just passed Hulkenberg. He's going to probably hold him up. Verstappen's going to pass Hulkenberg. Easy peasy.
Hamilton boxes as well, so Russell will take lead again. By the way, I think the trivia is started in the Motorsport Limited beta test drive, and if I understand correctly, that's how you're going to win the grand prize, the trip to 2025 Miami GP, and there's other prizes available as well, merchandise as well. I understand. So if you're in that Motorsport Limited beta test drive, there's a pinned link I think in the streams. Then prizes up for grabs. Russell's in the lead again.
Sergio P2, just like we planned.
Yeah, that means Sergio overtook Hulkenberg, didn't he then? Yes.
By the way, before the race, no one has run hards this weekend, so they've just been using simulations off of the other
What, no one's run hards in any session?
Mm-mm.
What? And they're going to do most of the race on hards?
Yeah, you can just calculate it from the softs and the mediums, and the hards are going to interact, so easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know?
I wouldn't trust it. Pericle saying, bro, why would you put that out there? Is that what's going to happen here? Well, I mean, would you put it past Sergio Perez? Hamilton, what the hell, man? How many places have I just lost? Well,
quite a few.
You came in about 9th. You come out in about 9th, mate, so it's not too shocking. Although I think he has come out. He's come out directly in the gearbox of Kevin Magnussen.
Perez losing time to Russell.
Hamilton did, overtake Magnussen as well.
Why is Verstappen not taking Hulkenberg? Is the real question. Oh, he's being told to box anyway, so.
Some information on the prizes and the merch drops there. Looks like you can win some kind of jackets and a beanie hat. So if it's cold where you are, like Las Vegas, wear a beanie. Although 19 degrees isn't too cold. We've been asked, can we do a quick race summary till now? Should I give it a go?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so basically George Russell started on pole. He's looking really strong. He's in the lead of the Grand Prix. The winners basically so far are really Max Verstappen, who is provisionally in P2. Sergio Perez is ahead of him, but Perez has got a pit. So when Perez pits, you're going to have Russell in the lead, Verstappen in P2, and then the Ferraris have been swapping positions in 3 and 4. Piastri's lost out quite a bit, and the McLaren's looking quite so-so. Hamilton's complaining, but you've got a Mercedes in the lead, and you've got Mercedes in P7 that will get promoted to P6 when Perez pits. I've kind of stupidly gone out on a limb and said I think Verstappen might win this race. That's looking increasingly unlikely. He's 9.3 seconds behind, although he has done his fastest sector 1 of the race. Josh in my chat saying Lawson 18th, fire him, he's done. I think, Ash, my chat is just ruthless. We just have a very ruthless vibe.
Yeah, what is going on over there on that side of the... Josh,
it's early morning. But what do you think about that? Liam Lawson in P18. I mean, Lawson's, when you're in the cash app, you're fighting for a seat.
I heard Pierre Gasly yelling on his radio. I don't know what he said, though.
No power, I'm understanding. No power. Well, I made a video yesterday. Oh, his engine blew up.
Oh, he was not joking. Oh, there's so much debris on the track. Oh, is he able to pit, though?
Yeah,
so there's no
safety
flag?
car. I made a video yesterday. I was telling you about Ash. I was shooting some videos on how it's really bad that Alpine are not making their own engines anymore. But now that's going to come out and I'm going to look really stupid because their engine is blown up and the Mercedes is leading. I'll take that one.
Renault, tomato tamale, it's just a rebrand.
But yeah, that ends a bit of a fairy tale for the Alpine team from Sao Paulo to qualifying here. Back to reality.
Sorry, now I understand why Pierre Gasly was yelling. My apologies.
Engine is washed.
By the way, that was me. I actually flew to Vegas, did something to the engine, and flew back. Just so I wouldn't see it happen.
As president of the Pierre Gasly fan club.
Of course, naturally.
Yes, Gasly first retirement. Lance Stroll just chilling in Lance place now. Not sure what.
Oh, that's a good question. Does he keep the $0 damage score?
Ooh. That's a great question. Chats, what do we think about that? The Deconstructors champion, right? I was gonna give him
He didn't do it. He was just racing it.
He might have out-revved it. He might have over-revved it. Does that count?
Oh my gosh, is Hamilton passing Norris?
Hamilton has passed Norris and done the fastest lap of the race in the process of doing so.
This is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, that's a little exaggeration, but as also Lando Norris president fan club, that's the best I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'll just forget I'm wearing this McLaren bath mat, basically.
Never heard of him.
So yeah, Norris, I mean, I said on the grid walk he looked very relaxed, probably too relaxed. And I did also make a video last night where I said I think I'm worried about Norris next season because Norris has been through the wash this season. He's had the opportunity to really put the pressure on. He hasn't been able to. He's had Piastri kind of, I would go as far as to say, embarrassing him at points. And I feel like next season, if Piastri starts strongly, and we're going to start the season in Australia as well, I just feel like if Piastri's a step ahead of Norris next season, I worry about Norris. I really do. But at least he's got his wins under his belt. He's no longer Lando no wins.
I mean, he still kind of say that. That's fine with me. I know, I fully agree. He's had so many seasons, his sixth season in Formula One, and he should know certain things by now. But when he has all the parts there, like I said yesterday, he just hasn't put them all together to give me a championship run that I am happy with.
Yeah, and he had his chance, so yeah, we'll see. But constructors, they will be constructors champions, right? Or actually, hang on, whoa.
No, it's still in contention.
Maybe we can get on the Motorsport Beta Limited. Oh god, Motorsport Limited Beta Test Drive stream, the live constructors standings. That would be very interesting to see because Ferrari are looking strong here.
Strong?
Yeah, that's the official term.
Liam heads up. Other cars are getting graining on the hard. Other cars are reporting. Ooh, there's something going on with the tires.
Perez pits. Are you thinking, Ash, that people might not make it on a one-stop?
Everyone's struggling with graining, but we were one of the better ones on medium. Ooh, apparently there's issues with the hards.
Well, Alonso looking like a genius now on his 8-stop strategy.
We had Alonso win. That's just me smoking some copium, but...
Do you think Alonso will win a race again in F1?
Ooh, like without people in front of him getting into an incident, purely on racing.
No,
and
whatever circumstances. But do you think he'll win again?
Well, with whatever circumstances, is it a dumb thing for me to just say? Obviously, yes. If we're going not purely on incidents and things like that, no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Then arguably a question mark what he's doing in F1. Ooh, Pierre Gasly has damage on his car, on his side pod. Unless something has come out of the engine, then I think that's definitely dollars of damage.
Someone's got the engine in the back. At the back of the truck right now. They're driving away with it.
Michael in my chat said the McLaren Bathroad is brat, and I have no idea what that means.
Oh my gosh, he is brat. I like your chat. Your chat's great.
Probably a piston flew out, apparently, of Gasly's car.
Jack's asking, what do I think about GM joining as the 11th team? Well, also, I mean, we all heard about Andretti GM joining together. Andretti finances, not the greatest. So, coming on in a little strong. I think they're going to be headquartered around Charlotte, Mooresville. So, I think that'd be great. USA, baby. Bald eagles and freedom.
I think they should do it. I think some teams are not going to be happy about it lower down, sharing the rev. But I think there'll be such a buzz at the beginning from GM joining, it will grow the pie, is my hunch.
My chat's very hurt that I complimented your chat.
Put in the chat which chat's better. But yeah, I think 11 team would be absolutely awesome. With GM
I mean, that's what
coming
we've been talking about. We have room for an 11th team. We have room for more teams, but on 11th, I'm glad Formula One is finally saying yes after all the pish posh about saying like, no, there's no room, there's no money, when we know there's plenty of every single one. So just get that stick out of their butt and let's run an 11th team, baby. Let's do this. Let's have some competition.
Hamilton turning the wick now. I wonder if Hamilton. By the way, Science was on the radio earlier talking about Plan C, which I wonder might be a return to the mediums, I don't know, or something. But Hamilton's looking ominous here, and Science is, I think, he's not too far behind Verstappen. I think he's probably been catching Verstappen. Verstappen 9.8 seconds off Russell. This is Russell's race to lose, I think we can probably agree on.
Agreed. I concur.
There's a lot of GOAT questions going around. Is Michael Schumacher the GOAT? Is Fangio the GOAT? Yes. Ash, who's the GOAT?
For what? Of all time in their era?
Humanity. For in Formula One.
Oh, humanity! It's Pastor Maldonado. Duh.
Okay.
Please.
And also for Formula One, then is it a double?
Yeah, it'll be double for Pastor Maldonado. Done. We can have a good farm. Yeah. We're not going to compare against errors, right? People, again, comparing like LeBron James with Michael Jordan. People talk about Babe Ruth during Shohei Ohtani during the World Series. Like, this is ridiculous. Babe Ruth would have had a heart attack if anyone pitched the pitches that we're throwing now at him. Like, you cannot compare Formula One drivers from their even their primes, from the different cars and the different regulations and different rules. So,
but just to unpick that, probe that a little bit, is that because there's different ways you can interpret that. Is that because partly it was harder back in the day for Fangio to drive? You had to be mad, or is it because the competition is greater now, or is it just because there's different variables, so therefore you can't compare?
Yeah, there's so many different various variables you cannot compare. Now, I'd say the competition's harder now. It's kind of we were talking about this when I was watching the hockey game this afternoon. That the goalies have a much harder job now because everyone's substantially better. We're talking about all the Connor mix in the league. So goalies have a much harder time with all the shots on goal comparatively than they did back in the day, where it was like, you're standing around here just waving your arms. Now you actually have to try. So yeah, it's much harder now in Formula One to win a race and to win now a championship and be so consistent, because you have so much great talent. And we've seen that with even our rookies coming in here kicking butt of folks who've been in seats for ages.
That's true. That's extraordinary. Yeah. Always an interesting conversation, though. Hypothetical. Hamilton, fastest lap of the race, 2 Ferraris and Verstappen ahead of him. Am I allowed one change of opinion? And if so, can I go, it's going to be a Mercedes 1-2? Or is that too big a swing?
Oh, you think it's going to be a Mercedes 1-2?
Yeah, I think it might be Mercedes 1-2.
I'm fine with that.
Motorsport.
I know I said Ferrari, and I like a change of. I just like a change of scenery on the podiums. I like different podiums, different races, and I know we haven't seen that in a while. Regardless of whoever's dominating from the Mercedes era to Red Bull, etc. So.
Yeah. Looking at lap times here. Basically, Leclerc and Hamilton half a second quicker than Sainz and Verstappen last lap. Raikkonen in the GOAT, followed by my bathrobe. It's not actually a bathrobe, it is actually a jacket, I think. I've never worn it outside.
He's not wearing a bathrobe, that's so funny. Yeah. He just got out of bed, put on a bathrobe, was drinking tea.
It was so early I got confused, and it was dark. But yeah,
depending how you classify it, there's as many as 6 rookies next year.
Is there really that many next year?
Antonelli.
Is that true? Okay.
We're not classifying Lawson as a rookie, or are we? I think that's what they're saying. Depending how you classify a rookie.
As in starting their first full-time season.
We're correct.
Yeah. Definitely a lot more than this year, which felt, to be honest, a bit stale at the beginning.
Which is none. Correct.
I wonder if Science is going to box. He's just on the fastest sector 1 of the race, and I wonder if he's going to try some mad strat. I don't know if he would come out ahead of Sonoda. No, I don't think he would.
Fernando's getting left graining on his left side tires.
Hmm.
What is he on? Where is he? P11 on his... Oh, really? Already? Lap 18 on his hards? Yikes.
Yeah, unless he's going to go very long. I mean, graining sometimes is a phase, or actually often is a phase that you can get through. It's different to degradation. Who's had the best rookie season in F1? I'm not... I think Hamilton's got to be up there. I mean, damn near won the thing.
Yeah, ever? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next question. We're just gonna go through all of chat's controversial takes.
Yeah, someone said Jackie's still up there. Disagree about it being tougher to win these days. Nowadays, much easier with improvement technology, but I think the competition's higher, and there's more teams competing as we have cost caps. Whereas back in the day with no cost caps, you know, McLaren had like $1 billion budget.
This is why back in the day, 6 cars would finish. What are we talking about here? It is so substantially harder, like to win comparatively with competition, the cars being reliable, people being better in a pure skill and talent alone.
L take being said in the chat. I don't know what in the motorsport chat. I don't know what the take is.
They're arguing about best Taylor Swift albums between 1989 and Reputation.
Okay, I don't think I've ever heard a Taylor Swift album. So I can't. I'm just going to say 1989 clear then. Just put my hat in the ring. I don't know if that's the old take.
1989 is definitely one of the, if we can get into this, one of the quintessential pop albums. We can keep going. So it's like Carly Rae Jepsen's, you might know Call Me Maybe, but that whole entire album is incredible. Regardless, any hoodles, we're talking about Formula One, 1989. Definitely changed pop music for a long time. It's definitely great. I like Reputation. But if we had to do best albums, 1989.
Chats, rate that take. I can't see anyone possibly disagreeing with that. Worst rookie has come in. Worst rookie.
Ooh.
Obviously, in recent memory, I don't think Latifi kind of...
Kobayashi?
Kobayashi?
Yeah.
Le Mans winner, Kobayashi.
Yeah, but he didn't have a good Formula One rookie time. Oh, Mazepin, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Kobayashi was not having a good time in Formula One.
That's a stat where I'm sure in the 90s there was a rookie that just was absolutely hopeless. But I just don't, my knowledge doesn't go that deep, unfortunately.
Yeah, quite often in the 90s you could argue it was possible to win just by having a reliable car instead of a fast one.
Well, that explained David Coulthard's career, really, doesn't it?
Tell him that to his face.
Should we get the champagne ready for Verstappen here? I mean, Norris was complaining he thinks the front right's going to go.
We're not even halfway there. I can't even sing the Bon Jovi song yet.
Yes, 2 laps you can sing the Bon Jovi song, but I think Verstappen is... Although Hamilton's kind of met a roadblock in Leclerc. Not sure why. It's just on the fastest sector 1. He's half a second behind. I think this straight is one where the car in front can go defensive. It's such a long straight that, you know, we've seen a lot of cars go around the outside, but if you can't quite get around the outside, you're just not going to get it done into the chicane. It funnels. Doesn't look good for McLaren. I don't know if we were able to get the live constructors standings up, but I'm very interested. Martin's saying Delatraz.
Ooh, that's a good one. If it stays the way it is, I think McLaren and Ferrari are still going to be fighting till the very end for the constructors. Right now, obviously for... and for P2 in the World Drivers' Championship, because Charles Leclerc is so far ahead of Norris.
Yes. Yeah. That's why he wants to hang on to this from Hamilton. Oh, God. I can hear myself. I've got some more stats in. So Hamilton was unable to get past Leclerc, by the way, that lap. Leclerc going defensive. Yuji Eid is the worst rookie, by the way. Yuji Eid had the indignity of having his FIA super license stripped away from him early on in the 2006 F1 season, having competed in just 4 race weekends. That might have been Super Aguri, possibly. But there we go. That's going to be hard to beat. Alonso pits again for the second time. So Alonso's committed to this strat. Is he going to go mediums or hards? I think it's the important question, because that choice might determine... Well, there'll be some interesting data coming out of Alonso here.
It was 21 lap hards he had to pit because Max Verstappen's on 13 lap hards, and Alonso was complaining of grading.
On that basis, a lot of the front... Is anyone going to be able to go longer at the front here? There's an opportunity. If someone can nurse those hard tyres, you save 21 seconds.
I mean, Verstappen's going to build a bigger gap. They're going to have to pit eventually. If it was only 21 lap hards and they're on, he's on 13 lap hards and we have 25 laps to go, he's going to need to... This just... The math's not math in here.
Chat, do we think anyone is going to one-stop this race?
No.
That's a big change then from the predictions.
Yeah, Pirelli, we've noticed this recently in the past 2 years. Pirelli puts out all these like strategy guides and everything, and it all goes to heck in a handbasket substantially quickly. As soon as we start racing, Alonso's pitting after softs and all this shenanigans.
Motorsport.com saying in chat it's half time, so I think now what happens is we stop the race, they cover the track, the cheerleaders come on, and the headline act. Is it Boys to Men also doing the halftime show?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and then we just wheel it off and crack on.
Instead, Pierre Gasly theoretically did a one-stop race.
Touche. Piastri boxes and Albon. So here we go then. We're seeing the conversions to possibly these Plan Cs to a two-stop race.
Is he going on Schmediums?
I'm interested.
Albon's retiring? Albon out? Sorry, apparently my stream isn't up there yet.
I think he has retired because he's still in the pits. So maybe they're worried about component wear. Maybe they can't afford to keep the car going because of the damage. The cost cap. I don't know. But I was speaking to my friend at Williams yesterday, and it was another mega effort by the mechanics to fix Colapinto's car.
Team sport, mechanics, everyone involved.
Francis saying the killers are from Las Vegas. Get them. I didn't know that. I thought they were from Salt Lake.
Sainz needs to get off these tires. He's on 15 lap hards. Oh, yikes.
Interestingly, Sainz doesn't pit, and that means there's 1 second between Sainz, Leclerc, and Hamilton, all three cars. Hamilton just doing the fastest lap of the race. So Hamilton is hammer timing it behind two Ferraris. And then he's got Verstappen also basically in his sights. I think this is a critical moment of the race here. For Hamilton, I wonder if the Ferraris might try... Oh my god, I think Hamilton just drove into a plastic bag. I think I just saw it live. And that must have gone in the intake. Surely.
Verstappen's being called in.
Yep. Verstappen's going to box. So, interesting strat here going on. Technical issue for Albon, we understand.
Yeah, they're all... Oh, Alcon's already on a two-stop. Is he? Why? He's on 14 lap hards. Interesting. I forgot what he started on, Esteban.
Colapinto boxes as well. This is looking incredible for George
What's
Russell.
happening? I guess this is the kind of stuff we wanted as viewers, right?
Yeah.
It's causing everyone to bunch up together.
I think it's a great battle. I mean, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton are within 3 seconds.
Driver of the day, the 7-Eleven bag.
But that's kind of the street circuit vibe, isn't it? You're going to have a bit of debris. You're going to have barriers close.
This is a little... plastic bag's a little too much. It's going to be... Next year, it's going to be, save the ocean and Formula 1 races from your plastic. Please make sure you dispose of it properly.
There you go. 2 birds with 1 stone.
It's going to be a 3-stop race? Dude.
Sainz being told to swap positions, by the way. So he's let Leclerc... Oh my god. This is... They did what I said. They blocked Hamilton. They did double formation into Taco Bell. They fanned out and did double formation. And Hamilton literally had nowhere to go. Hamilton's boxed. I would... If I was Mercedes, I'd do a cheeky protest there.
What was that?
Oh my god. And then Hamilton boxed his last moment.
3.4 seconds stop from Verstappen. That was slow. It was 2 seconds in the first one.
Well, that's going to bring Hamilton even closer to him, and it has done. And why is Carlos Sainz not boxed, Ash? Surely he's going to get badly undercut here by Hamilton.
That's going to be a penalty, right? Because he was in the pit lane?
What penalty for what?
Sorry, was it Carlos Sainz not? Yeah, he's about to get a 5-second penalty. He was
Because
over the pit lane.
he cut over the pit lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must do. Hang on a second. Yeah, so firstly, I think it was blocking on the straight. They were so preoccupied. I think Ferrari's strategy here has well and truly fallen apart. A question in the Motorsport chat.
Trying to have this dog in him, and he forgot the rules of the road, which is don't cross over the pit lane line.
Never go full dog, I think is the metaphor. he ran across the road. But will he go in? Right, surely you're right. Surely it's going to be a penalty. I mean, chat's all over this as well.
Ooh.
I think I might be seeing a replay here. Verstappen cut the chicane on the way in, by the way.
Max is back on hards. Why would you do that? Can he nurse them for 22 laps? Oh,
well, I mean,
Jesus.
you think the medium might be better. Science boxes as well. Sergio Perez got the move done on Zhou
Perez is
Guanyu.
on Podium, so we'll have to hear about that. He did.
Carlos Sainz, that has to be a penalty. I have no idea what's happened there. Yolanda's saying in our chat, not a penalty. First saying there's no way that isn't a penalty. Now Sainz boxes. I mean, you saw it first, Dash. I mean, surely that's slam dunk penalty.
I mean, once you cross the line, you have to commit, don't you? You can't just, like, half-ass it.
Yeah, that's my life metaphor.
They weren't ready, Ferrari, for his pit. I mean, he did fine. It was still 2-point-something seconds.
So it was a Charles Leclerc Monaco moment all over again. Sainz wanted to come in, Ferrari said no.
We were not ready.
Once Ferrari, always Ferrari. Now look at Norris in P3.
I mean, Ferrari never used to be this bad.
They were formed. The killers were formed in Las Vegas. Okay, good to know.
They were not ready. Ugh, how did that happen?
I think you still got to come in though. You got to Eddie Irvine it and just come in. You know, you got to commit.
See a better replay.
Unless
here I was complimenting Ferrari.
What do you think, Ash? In that situation, in that split second, if you're in the cockpit, are you able to calculate, do I take a 5-second penalty or do I sit in the pit box for more than 5 seconds?
No, like if your team's not ready, you're going to definitely lose so much time. Like, you don't have the tires out. Like, I guess it depends what level of unready they were, of course, is what your point is. But I'm assuming they were not ready, so you'd rather just take that risk, that 5-second penalty.
So it's 5
We do have a race
from
director, by the way.
Science is an absolute genius.
Yeah.
I wonder, again, near the end of the season, could that cause a little fracture between Science and the team? He's already been asked to pull over for Leclerc. You know, he qualified in P2 here. I just wonder if that might be acrimonious between Science and Ferrari.
Do you think he wants to have good relations so he can go back to Ferrari potentially? Because I don't think so. I think he... No, he doesn't want to burn any bridges, but he kind of doesn't give any Fs right now.
I 100% agree with everything you said there.
He's pulling a Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso burns bridges, though, so that's a whole different point.
Yeah,
but
I don't think he's Alonso level. Like Alonso,
Correct.
I think it'd have to be spiteful. But I think Science has enough self, like, you know, whatever you call it. He's going to prioritize himself and his dad as well.
Yeah, he has. If it doesn't work out in Formula One, but he wants to continue racing, he's able to do that because of his father. So that's like, oh, and also who he is. Sorry, everyone's gonna get angry at me. He is a nepo baby, but he's a very well raced, very quick, well driven nepo baby. Okay, you can be a nepo baby and be good at your job. All right, I'm just saying. People get so mad when I say that. But he's a fun nepo baby. Yeah, he's the fun nepo baby that we like. He's actually good at being a nepo baby and at his job.
He should be the poster boy or the spokesperson.
Agreed. Work hard.
Has that penalty been confirmed for Carlos Sainz?
Not yet.
Has it even been reported? Maybe the FIA, maybe the new race director didn't see it.
That is so funny.
Norris pits again. Yeah, 20 laps to go, everyone. 20 laps to go.
Oh, I have Carlos Sainz time deleted, track limit to turn 17, lap 27.
Chat, I'm going to try and help you with this quiz question. Oh my god, they're so quick. 4 seconds. 1981. That's my guess. I didn't even see the question. That is... it's come up again. When was the last time Las Vegas hosted a Formula 1 race before its return in 2023? And which driver won that event? 1982, 1981, 1980, 1982.
Ooh, do you know this answer?
Well, I don't think Hakkinen would have won it in 82. Oh, it's...
based.
Alan Jones and 81 sounds like it. 81 Alan Jones. Remember, you can win a ticket, travel, and accommodation to 2025 Miami Grand Prix. Like, there's genuinely big prize up for grabs there. If you're in the middle 48 states, or upper or lower, I can't remember.
Lower continental 48.
Continental. My chat very confident on 81, by the way. Well, they go and enter it. You might win yourself a nice trip. Hamilton breathing down Max's neck. Verstappen confirmed champion, I think, at the moment. Well, not right now.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, hold on. We still have a couple laps to go.
Provisionally confirmed. Charles Leclerc boxes as well. By the way, George Russell looking imperious here. He's almost got a pit stop. He's 32 seconds ahead of Hamilton.
Chat, what does George Russell say over his radio? He's already said yabba dabba doo. He's already said something else embarrassing. What other catchphrase is Russell going? To me, it sounds like Russell is trying out catchphrases because he doesn't have one yet. And he's like, yabba dabba doo? No, I tried it though. I don't like it. What else? Oh, jackpot. Oh, that's a good one. Jinkies? No, I like jackpot.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how smug is George Russell going to be after this race?
20.
20, yeah, off the charts. Global smug. I mean, it's very well earned, but I don't think you could deny that it's going to be a smug look. But it's like, it's well earned. A bit like you said with science being a, I think it's well earned smugness, but it's going to be there. Ferrari's battling again. Sainz overtakes Leclerc. What is Carlos Sainz doing? He's just gone rogue. Verstappen being told, Max, don't lose sight of our aim today. Yeah? Is Verstappen? Where's Verstappen? Oh my god. Verstappen is just behind Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
No, oh, well, Hamilton was just able to, I think it's fine. We're all good here. I think it's just making sure you don't battle too hard where you can spin out and lose all your space between himself and Norris, so.
Well, to be fair, Hamilton was a second and a half quicker last lap. Hang on, I changed my prediction to a Mercedes 1-2, and I think it's happening. Although Leclerc,
I mean, yeah, you did when they were doing well, so I feel like that's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have it.
But actually, hang on, you're gonna know this better than me, Ash. Both Ferraris have boxed, right? Twice, yeah. So they're good to the end. Hamilton hasn't. Russell hasn't.
Hamilton's on 6 lap hards, so he should be fine. And Russell just boxed, and he's coming back out now ahead of Hamilton, so he's fine.
So I was literally everything I said was wrong. Good job I checked. So this is actually the accurate standings.
And chats, thank you guys so much for watching with us, by the way. We're here in our Kireth on his YouTube. I'm here on my Twitch. So if you follow, if you've donated, if you sub, we thank you so much. We're also on the Motorsport Limited beta test drive. You can we have the links up in our chat if you're interested in checking it out for all the prizes that Kireth has mentioned as we finish up the race in this later half.
Yeah, I really want someone to win the prize. Oh, someone will win the prize.
Thank you.
That sounds like, it's not like if you don't, yeah, but I really want someone to win and see some pictures next year. It'd be awesome. There was a question for Kireth and Ash. Can we see Russell and Lando ever be teammates at either Mercedes or McLaren?
No. Next question.
Really?
Why would either of those want to go to either of the other team when Lando has been built? When Zach Brown has adopted Lando Norris as one of his own, and so has Toto Wolff with George Russell.
Can you imagine the fireworks? Like if George Russell goes to McLaren and he's a bit better at golf than Lando, he's a bit better like adoptable son. Can you imagine the tensions between George and Lando there?
No, George never got dropped by Toto Wolff. He'd be such an emo boy. I don't think he'd be able to race so well.
Okay. That's a definite no then. That will not happen.
No. It'll definitely not happen.
Hulkenberg boxes again, I see. And Hamilton is... Okay, can I do another wild non-motorsport endorsed?
Yeah. Yes.
Hamilton 10.6 seconds behind Russell, and he looks on fire. Hamilton to win the Las Vegas GP?
Ballsy.
Half a second a lap? What do we think?
17 laps left.
Which of the following brands has never competed? Bentley, Bugatti, Lotus, Jaguar in F1. Is Bentley? Bentley's never competed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lotus has, Jaguar has, which is now Red Bull. Fun fact.
Yes. Jaguar won't be competing in the future because they no longer make and do anything petrol.
What do you mean? I love their rebrand. It's clearly all about cars.
Yeah, lots of cars in the advert.
Lots of cars. Lots of cars in the advert.
Everyone talking about it. So some consultancy is going to be making some PowerPoint slides and looking really good. I got a question.
Did you hear what they said? They came to defend themselves, and they were like, "No, we weren't on drugs when we made this." And I was like, "Why would you have to say that to defend yourself?"
They were really sassy, weren't they? They were really sassy in the replies. I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks in Brazil, so they're Formula E team. So I'll ask them questions.
Sorry, what's the question from your chat? You were saying?
Here's a question: will the other Ferrari driver be willing to play second, I assume, fiddle to Hamilton next year?
The other Ferrari driver? You mean Charles Leclerc?
Yeah.
He's going to have to.
By the way, I'm getting a lot of comments saying Zhou Guanyu equals Schumacher. He's boxed. Everyone, you were deceived by his being out of position because he hadn't boxed twice. Hamilton fastest sector 1, 4/10 quicker than Russell. The gap is now 9.8 seconds. I'm calling it. The chase is on. A second quicker last lap.
That's
a second
insane.
quicker. I'm calling
Was Hamilton back? I need you to know, I was in Panther Stadium at the beginning of the season, and I was wearing Red Bull merch, and some guy was like chirping, saying that like Red Bull sucks, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, because he was clearly drunk, and I didn't want to engage. And then he goes, "Yeah, I can't wait till Lewis Hamilton leaves Mercedes. He's dead weight." And I was like, "My brother in Christ, you clearly know nothing about motorsports if you just said that about Sir Lewis Hamilton."
Yeah, that's Sir Lewis Hamilton to you, the 8-time world champion. If you wanted to really ruffle his feathers. But let's see what 9. Oh my God, Hamilton is on fire right now. It's definitely, I think Hammer time confirmed. In all the chats, put hammers in there because he's going to set the fastest lap of the race. This could be huge. Goes over the line. 1:36.3. Again, basically a second quicker than George Russell. The gap is now 9.4 seconds with 15 laps to go.
Carlos Sainz is not catching up to Verstappen. I thought he would, honestly.
Motorsport saying let them race.
But if Hamilton catches up to Russell, will Total Wolf be like, "Hey guys"?
Oh my God,
switch.
that's very exciting. Lewis, this is Toto. Have you seen my email? You also, I presume it's to you, Ash, because I know nothing about American inverted commas football. Did they talk about their QB situation?
We're talking about what are we talking about?
Because obviously the QB uses their feet a lot, which is why it's football. Yeah, hammer time coming in.
Russell, while being great, is not beating Hamilton by a wide margin. Hamilton still got it. Yeah, Hamilton's always got it. You just give him the car.
Do you? Well, let me pose this to you, Ash. Do you think he can win the championship next season?
If the Ferraris are the way they are right now, and like everything stays the same, if the cars are like no one changes anything, the cars are they are, yes.
Wow. Then that means next season is going to be huge. I think if Hamilton wins in the Ferrari, I think that is
so epic.
Yeah, I don't want to go too big, but I think that'll be one of the biggest moments in history. Like genuinely, like seeing him win in Ferrari overalls.
The country of Italy
will be confused.
And go bananas at the same time.
Yeah. But given everything that's happened in this history, and when he started at McLaren and how he was treated at Monza and everything, you know, I think, yeah, I can take a lot of other.
It's a classy way to kind of put up a middle finger of how it was, you know? Just kind of showing up in Italian quote unquote colors of the Ferrari and such. So
Verstappen isn't as dominant anymore as he used to be. There may be opportunity for others now. I agree. 8.3 seconds, by the way. Oh my goodness me! Another 3/10 in Sector 1 alone. Hamilton v Russell.
Caught up to Verstappen. He's now 2 seconds away.
Yeah, Might be a pretty tidy battle there for
Yeah, but Norris
P3.
is so far behind Leclerc. I feel like that's fine. He can lose a spot if he really has to. We got 14 laps left.
In my chat, Alfio Di Antonio. Now, I shouldn't presume these things, but I'm gonna. There's a slight chance you might be Italian. Says Hamilton is very incredible. So maybe you speak on behalf of all of Italy. Motorsport saying, does he complete racing if he wins in Ferrari? Can he literally say, Formula 1, I completed it? How many drivers have won for three different teams? How many drivers have won a World Championship for 3 different teams? Has anyone done it? Schumacher 2.
None, says Doodle.
Prost 2.
But can we get Hamilton and Le Mans? Then I can say he's done in racing as well.
I loved your idea yesterday. So if anyone didn't hear yesterday, Ash's idea that you have basically an F1 driver's entry at Le Mans, I think is so awesome.
I'd say Alonso, Verstappen, Hamilton.
Yeah,
would be an ideal.
I would that would break the I mean, Le Mans was it the 125 this year? Hang on, that's a lot of years. They'd be racing.
Just 100.
They'd be racing before the car was invented or something. But basically, they had a big year this year. But that would, the 200th anniversary. But I think that
Whoa, Jesus! Sorry, they're going.
You watching this battle?
3 wide.
Yeah. Is that Perez? Oh my God.
Gentlemen.
That's one of the moves of all time from Perez.
You just West Virginia, take me home. Country roads, keep it clean. What are we doing? Oh, Nikki Lauda's one with 3 different teams. Thank you, Kira.
I had a Fangio one with 4 different teams, but it was.
Oh, of course, Fangio.
Always Fangio, isn't it? Always ruins your stats.
Always. He always has like a fun fact about him, regardless of what it is. He's always done it.
You can barely have a conversation these days. We're talking about who won the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Oh, Fangio won it 5 times.
Crazy that we all decided that Norris has lost the championship already. Do you see how far behind he is? Even if Verstappen loses his position to Sainz, he's still at least plus 14, and we have 12 laps left. I don't think he's gaining a second on Max Verstappen in front of behind Charles Leclerc either.
You saw that move, Ash, didn't you? Sergio Perez did. That is an incredible move into a chicane at Taco Bell.
At Taco Bell, his calculated risk, and he did well.
That's phenomenal. It was a double overtake by Perez in chicane. Have you been to Le Mans, Ash?
I have not been to Le Mans.
Really
it's like one of my. I really want to go to the Le Mans 24. I really want to go to Nürburgring. Those are and Bathurst. Those are my big ones that I would love to go to.
I'm not bothered about Bathurst. I've done Bathurst quite a few times in sim racing, the endurance, like the 8-hour, whatever it is, 12-hour, and I just end up hating the track and hating the barriers, and I hit them, and I'm like, oh my God.
No, you'd love the track if you attended. We're not racing in these cars. We don't have to stay out for that.
Oh, that's what I meant.
We don't have an entry covenant. I'm so sorry to tell you. No.
Yeah.
I've only lost to George at braking at turn 12. He's just braking later. How does he know that?
7.4 seconds on my hype watch. Hamilton is destroying Russell in sector 1. 4 tenths every time. Has he got a different line or something?
Yeah, he's just saying Russell's outbraking him in 12, and he needs to figure that out.
Ash, I think
because Hamilton's good. I know.
Motorsport just dropped something huge. We have some amazing prizes. Thank you for joining our limited beta test drive. First 10 to complete the survey receive a $25 F1 store gift card. Go, do it now. Get your $25. Do it. Do a survey. Get $25. Let Motorsport know what you think. Win-win, I think, all round. What are your thoughts, Ash?
Hamilton's on 13 lap hards. Remember when Alonso had to pin 21 lap hards, and Russell's on newer hards. Sorry, saying the word hards really often, multiple times in a sentence. So
yeah. 6.9 seconds is the gap.
Oh, he's back to 7 with 11 left. I don't know if he can do it.
Hearing a rumor that Max has been given orders to hold up the Ferraris. Why? What would that? For constructors?
I don't think he's holding him up. I think he was saying, not constructors. They definitely lost that. It's more so he's asking if he. I think the question was more so asking if he should race them or he should let them through and not waste the.
Okay. And he may as well
and not try to
hold them
fight
up.
them. But they said, yeah, race them if you can.
Ninja in my chat saying, was listening while jogging. I love that. Go for a 1.5 hour jog and listen to the commentary.
We
Incredible.
love a little podcast.
Yeah.
Moment.
It's on Spotify.
You should have told us you were jogging. I would have said something motivational.
Are you still jogging?
Are you still jogging?
Can you return?
Charles saying that we are fighting. We are fighting?
You can. I heard that in his accent, even though you said it. Fastest lap. He's still Ninja Dead is still jogging, so feel free to go with the motivational quote.
Ninja Dead?
Yeah.
Ninja, look, it's been a really long week, and I think you deserve this run for yourself, okay? You're going to run hard, you're going to run well, you're going to take deep breaths, and you're going to hydrate, because this is good for you, your heart's a muscle, and you're exercising that right now. And by listening to us, you're exercising your brain. So you're doing yourself a wealth of wonders for your health, and you should be darn proud of yourself. Thank you so much for being here and a part of the community.
God damn, he's about to just do a PB now. Enter the next marathon. Hamilton 6.2 seconds. Am I crazy? Ash, let's think back this season. Imola, the chase was on. Miami, when Lando finally, gets it. We've seen quite a few chases this season. Because remember, Max came into the season basically invincible. Yes, he had the brake issue in Australia, but he was still winning by 20 seconds. And then we had that kind of cracking of Max being invincible, and we've seen some chases. And it's now 5.9 seconds. Can I say my third and final? I get three big ones, right?
Go for it.
Hamilton is going to win this race. Hamilton's going to win it. Chat.
Okay.
Yes or no? Is Hamilton going to win? 5.8 seconds. He just went a second. He went more than a second quicker than Russell. I think Russell is getting sweaty now. Yes, Hamilton will win.
Yeah, I'm going now.
Where did you get that bathrobe? It's not a bathrobe. I promise you.
It's a beautiful McLaren bathrobe.
There's a separate poll going on in the Motorsport limited beta test drive. Will Max Verstappen win the WDC? 70-30. Somehow that's gone down from 70, even though he's very close. No, too much to catch up. His tyres are older.
Two different things. Yeah, exactly. I agree with whoever said that.
Yeah.
Smart commentator.
I just forget those things. Ash is very much like, yeah, but he's still got to pass. And I'm just looking at numbers go down. And when that hits 0, he's going to be ahead. So, but we'll see. Do you think Toto's getting quite nervous now?
A bit, but I think he's going to be like, Russell, you should let Hamilton pass.
Because there's been all sorts of press, badly managed, I would say. Toto saying Hamilton's past it, or these quotes.
Oh, they've done a terrible job managing Lewis leaving and the announcement and the whole Mercedes thing, and that was awful.
Yeah.
It is surprising that these people can't hire somewhat competent PR. Maybe not. It's not even that. Excuse me. If you are a PR and comms person, I apologize. It's mostly, I know this issue. It's that they don't communicate with you well. Like the higher ups don't tell the PR comms people what's about to happen. Regardless, trash handling.
It's basically Toto just says what he wants, right? Which is kind of refreshing.
And they don't tell the PR person what's.
Whereas I feel like Christian Horner's the complete opposite. He is locked down. Like you could interrogate Christian Horner, you wouldn't get anything out of him.
Yeah, but they have Helmut Marko, who's just dicking around in the media center by himself, unsupervised.
Yeah, that's a good combo. It's a good combo.
It's dangerous.
What Helmut said. 5.4 seconds. Hamilton needs to catch up and then race Russell. Think he will catch up, but he won't win. Max got passed by Carlos in the Motorsport chat. Yes, indeed. So Carlos has got past Max. So Carlos Sainz on the podium, which I think he'll love. And we might see a Charles Leclerc Verstappen battle now. Norris fastest sector 1 out of anyone.
I love that Charles Leclerc can't pass Max Verstappen. It's actually quite hilarious. Marco's a horse loose in a hospital.
Do you remember, Ash, Canada, was it 2010, 2012? Button catching Vettel, right? And then Vettel spins on the last lap.
Yes.
What do you think here? Pressure getting to Russell? Goes deep?
No. No.
If he spins now, that is going to be clipped and it's going to
They're
cut
not
straight
gonna,
to the spin.
They're not. They're not going to let him race.
But no,
There's no way.
not about racing. Will the pressure get to Russell?
Oh, just spin. Oh,
Yeah.
just spin. Not even. Yeah. No. Russell's not that bad.
Will Russell get on the radio saying, "Guys, can you tell Hamilton to back off?" Which is like a very
Absolutely.
degrading
He's gonna be like,
whatever.
"This is not fair."
Yeah.
Singapore 2023 haunts George.
I think Russell would say, he'd be on the road saying, "Guys, can Hamilton stick to what we agreed? I've backed off here for the team." Can you tell Hamilton? He'd very diplomatic.
Wait, they just radioed into George. Oh gosh, what did they
Ooh,
say?
yeah. Let me know what it said.
Just need to make sure he's not more than half a second faster than us each lap.
That's his engineer saying that.
Correct, but Zhou Guanyu is saying I'm pushing as much as I effing can, which is not good. Yikes!
Yeah. The Zhou Guanyu hype has died in my chat here. It was very high, but now it's bad down in 15.
Oh, driver of the day? I would say Hamilton right now. Absolutely agree. Hard agree.
Someone's come in my chat called Toto Wolf Completely Real, all in capitals, so I assume it is Toto Wolf, saying, "Bro, Hamilton, you need to slow down."
Why?
So, yeah, Toto, can you explain your thinking there, please?
Are you a Russell fan? 5.2 seconds with 7 laps left.
I think so. I do racing as well in real life. I do karting. Like all these trophies are like karting trophies, and I have won championships and I have bottled championships. I've probably bottled more, and I've definitely led races where I've been going around hairpins and seeing the car behind me catch, and I definitely feel I tense up and I start to overthink things, and it's really hard to just hit a braking marker suddenly, and that's at grassroots level. So like,
if Charles gets by Max, Lando is still alive, unless Max goes fast this lap.
So it's a championship battle alive if Leclerc overtakes Verstappen.
Yes.
Oh,
because I think the way the points work for P5, P6.
well, hang on. Doesn't Science have a penalty?
He does not have a penalty.
Well, A, I don't know why, and B, am I allowed another conspiracy theory, or am I going to get banned?
Oh, you have 6 laps left.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Say it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Basically, if the new race director doesn't give Science a penalty and Leclerc overtakes Verstappen, the championship's still alive then, right?
Correct.
And that's good for everyone, for like, oh, it technically goes to Qatar, championship's still alive.
Yeah.
So, just saying. That's it. Motorsport saying no. I'm not allowed. I retract that. I'm sorry. that was a hypothetical. Another theory is a treat. No, I'm not. That's it. No more theories. But
I like that Motorsport just wrote no.
Leclerc is ahead. What is happening here? On my timings, Leclerc is somehow ahead of Sainz. That must be wrong. I think
it seems that they just swapped back.
Yeah.
If anything.
No Sainz penalty. I don't understand that. I mean, maybe Sainz knew the rule book, and actually that's different. So, Motorsport saying, do you mean constructor or drivers? I think we're both talking about drivers.
Yeah, World Drivers' Championship.
Kireth and Nash, did you see the scene Brad Pitt was shooting from the F1 movie where he had a crash? I did see that scene.
Yes.
It falls over.
Oh, that was. Remember we were talking yesterday about the smoke after the race? That was what that was.
Yeah.
Motorsport is saying regardless, Max is champ.
Okay, I trust Motorsport. I trust them more than me. If
I mean,
Max finishes ahead, it's over. I think that's. Yeah. Is that right?
What does the chat say?
Max needed to finish ahead of Lando. Yeah, so sorry. So unless Max... So Max right now, basically, this is a huge moment that I'm maybe not appreciating. Max is about to become a 4-time world champion if he can just stay in this Ferrari sandwich and not get crashed out.
I love a Ferrari sandwich.
Hamilton slowed down a little bit. Hamilton 5.4. I'm not allowed any more conspiracy, so I can't say what I would otherwise say. But he slowed down. And Ocon pits again.
Norris is P6. That's 4.
I think Ash is doing the maths here rather than me just
I am doing the
That's-
math. Kireth just
doesn't trust
yapped it
me,
away, and I
yes.
was like, wait, we can all solve this very quickly.
This is like Countdown. Does Countdown exist in America?
No.
Oh. Okay, the reference won't make sense. I'll send you a link. Nani's saying Lemaup. What's a Lemaup mean? That's a new one for me.
Oh, a mount.
Lemaup. Wow, Motorsport have screenshotted an actual Excel, so this is serious. And there's a 6-point difference. So
He finishes 4th. Max is 5th.
and Leclerc is ahead of Verstappen now.
Someone's saying, all right, you guys can keep arguing back and forth. This is where I think Motorsports doesn't have enough stat websites. Because like baseball, hockey, you can find stats for every single thing. Like a fan has made it, and in Motorsports, I can't find
So
this.
I just want to take this moment right now, and this literal live moment before
Yes,
Max is
sir.
champion, because theoretically anything can happen. Leaning on Abda's comment, which is Max deserves it honestly. With the way the second half went for Red Bull, it's a miracle he managed to win the world championship. We talked about GOAT earlier. We can leave the GOAT conversation, but is this Max's best championship?
As in well earned.
Hmm.
And no, well, would we say there's controversy for Red Bull for him in the car specifically? Are people going to be still mad about this one?
No, I'd say this season
he's not the other one?
there's no Abu Dhabi, there's no cost cap, right? There's been nothing
That we know of.
yet.
That we know of yet. Agreed.
'Cause
And
it wa-
he's driven this POS car at the second half of the season, right? They don't have a wing for this kind of like setup, right? The Monza wing, which doesn't exist because of the cost cap, they decided to invest somewhere else, etc. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on also amongst Red Bull drama mentally that's going to affect you because it's part of your team. Blah 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 blah. Yes, I would agree.
I feel like it might take time for this to kind of settle, but until now, there's always been a question mark with Max. Is it always the car? Oh, it's just the car. It's the fastest car.
Right now, that's not the case.
And Perez is just really bad in comparison. Like Perez is like worse than average. I think that argument no longer applies this season. I think
Agreed.
so. I do think he
Well
fought for
put.
this one hard. The previous ones were down to having a far better car than everyone else. Now others are caught up and even the playing field. And I think I'm an optimist. Like, I'm stupidly optimistic, but I feel like next season could be one of the greatest seasons of all time. It's just that everything lining into place.
No one touches their cars.
Yeah, no one's allowed to. Well, I mean, effectively, there isn't a big reg change. So cars are reaching the end of their sort of like design cycle.
I don't think Hamilton's going to pass 6.5. Told you that Granny was going to catch up. Lap
Yeah.
21 lap hards.
Looks like Norris boxing. Fastest lap for Norris? Hang on. Does the maths change if he gets fastest lap? That would be incredible. I don't think it does. Sorry, everyone who's good at maths. Our motorsport immediately say no. Okay.
Does he? No, he won't. He'll be in front of Piastri. It'd be fun. I was gonna say it'd be funny if he was behind Perez and Perez was like slowed down, so he just couldn't get fastest lap. He was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, deal with it."
Was that Mexico where Perez boxed like twice and then still didn't get it?
Still didn't get it. No.
By the way, also Ash, interested in your views on this. I think it was Hungary where they should have swapped, and maybe Monza as well, I can't remember. But given there were 3 points to allocate within McLaren that they could have done, they could have kept this alive till Qatar.
Correct. Oh, Sylvester Stallone.
And also, I understand for constructors from Brian, McLaren on 609, Ferrari 585. So, yeah, getting close in constructors. Apparently, Sylvester Stallone's going to be waving the flag
W flag man. I know.
from the best F1 movie of all time, right?
The best F1 movie of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to Hungary right now.
Mm-hmm.
He did build a big lead early, but has performed very well with a third or fourth best car for the second half. Even a hater like me cannot deny that Max is fast as heck and has done a great job this year.
Converting the haters is always a big one. 2 laps to go here. Yeah, the
So
Hamilton.
do we celebrate Russell or do we celebrate Max Verstappen? Like how is because it's funny because when the NASCAR champion is crowned, it doesn't mean they're the race winner. It just means they're the champion. But they definitely focus on the champion for NASCAR as opposed to the race winner. So I wonder how they'll do it for
I
this.
think you focus on champion here. And also, let's be honest,
Sorry,
if you
bro.
want to win it, you want to win it in Vegas, right? I assume on a Saturday night.
Absolutely, because he just vibe all night,
Yeah.
wake up tomorrow hungover, and then maybe fly out Monday. There's so much partying in Red Bull.
Do you think, what's the potential chance Max Verstappen retires at the end of the season? Does a kind of Rosberg, but with 4 under his belt? From F1?
No. He's going to finish out his contract.
Okay. I mean, Rosberg had a contract as well, I think.
Touche. But no, I think Max will stay till he has to, and then I think he'll see how 2026 goes, and then he'll leave.
Yeah. Carlos Sainz is going to finish on the podium.
I like a double Mercedes and a sign. That's fine with me. I got no beef with that. Oh, are they doing the drive to the podium again this year? That limousine? Oh, that's a good question. I actually don't know.
The taxi. Oh, you can listen in as well. Yeah, hopefully it's been a fun stream as well on all the streams. 1,000 people here on YouTube, I think. Welcome, everyone. And lots of prizes in the Motorsport Limited Beta Test Drive. In fact, one of the things that's been shared, an amazing mug. Tumbler, sorry. Don't know what difference a tumbler and mug is, but it looks incredible. Las Vegas branded.
Alonso's worked out for him. P11, not in the points, but...
Whoa! How's Alonso almost in the points? I was deriding his strategy, but that's phenomenal. Perez also getting a point. So Russell's won, right?
Russell has won. He's grabbed the checkered flag. Hamilton coming in P2 with Carlos Sainz 4.678 seconds behind at P3.
Yeah.
But Max Verstappen wins.
Max Verstappen
He's
is
your
a 4-time world champion.
2024 4-time world champion.
It's scary because it feels like yesterday for me he was fighting for his first world championship.
I know. Remember Mad Max? And everyone called him Crash Snapping and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. He's literally, he's not just silenced, it feels like he's converted a lot of haters this season. And I feel like Sao Paulo was a big race for that, actually.
Is he allowed to curse?
On the radio? Oh, I'll be interested.
Yeah, but it's like F yeah or something like that.
If I was him, I would. Yeah, huge. 4-time world champion.
Again, George Russell said, "Viva Las Vegas, baby." I told you he would say something cheesy. Oh, come on, George.
Chat, put your messages in like you were speaking to George or Max on the radio. You're the engineer. What message would you say?
George, please.
Please stop that.
Yeah.
George, it's not 1973
George,
anymore.
George, bring it home.
It's his 4th consecutive one as well. Yeah.
He should have driven in Formula 1 in the 1970s. You're absolutely correct.
Tally ho, George. Time for biscuits and tea. Motorsport asking, will Max win another? Okay. Is it fair to ask this question, Ash? Who's going to win next season, the championship? Or is that just an unfair question?
Oof. I would just like to be on a Copium and say Lewis Hamilton.
I cannot call it next season. I think the off season is going to be so exciting. It's going to be the first time I'm really going to, I think, really care about like the Broomers and stuff. Obviously they got the big livery thing. I'm probably going to try and sneak in somehow. And I think it's just going to be starting the season in Australia again. I think it's I can't see it not being an incredible season. And I'm not paid to say that.
Because everyone's focusing on the 2026 cars. We're thinking about the cars how they are right now. Not that they're going to be exactly identical, but so much money is being focused on 2026 already that these cars are like, okay, it's fine. We might change some stuff, change some wings configuration, things like that. But for what Hamilton just did in that Mercedes, he could have done it better in a Ferrari. And this whole entire year too.
Yeah.
More consistent.
Motorsport asking me to call it, my opinion. I Oh, God, if you'd asked me a few races ago, I would have said Piastri very confidently. But now I just don't know.
Piastri?
Yeah, 100%. And if you'd asked me earlier in the season, I would have said Leclerc. I wonder with Mercedes... Okay. It's extra time now. What are the chances Antonelli wins the Drivers' Championship?
No. Next year?
Yes.
No. Yeah, Lando's window has passed. Absolutely.
Okay,
100%.
actually, maybe all chats, let us know who's gonna be. It feels bad saying it now. We'll go back and talk about Max, I think. But just at this moment, let us know who you think is going to win next season. But I think the fact that we don't know next season, and the cars are not, there's not a big reg change, I think makes it even more impressive that Max has won this season and won it with 2 races to spare. It's been some incredible races this season. Max, easy. Doing, I don't think it's going to be doing. Oh, prizes are going to be confirmed in the motor. So if you have been entering, maybe your usernames are going to be called out and you'll win your prizes. Seems pretty cool.
Alpine WCC, nice try, Sharp. Good night, Seth. Prizes will be confirmed shortly if you've been competing in the Motorsport Limited Beta Test Drive polls and completed the survey. However, if you have to go to sleep because it is 2:30 on the East Coast of the United States, thank you so much for watching with myself and Kireth and with Motorsport. Thank you so much for hanging out, Kireth. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
And your chat is lovely. Though my chat is better before they get mad again.
We'll do a battle. We'll do one of those TikTok battles. Take the second half of the year, look at the direction. If you take the second half of the year, I don't know who won, frankly. Max Verstappen, very cool. Oh, no, yeah, the motion's coming out now. I like the helmet for this one as well. Really nice.
Man, what do we do the next 2 races?
Run it back. What do we talk? Yeah. Is it like? Does it become a little bit more? Well, you've got constructors obviously, which is huge, as you've said for payments as well. But does it start to feel a little bit like exhibition in terms of, more fun in a way, in terms of like, okay, the driver championship's not on the line, so drivers are maybe just going to go for it more, just go for the win. I don't know.
Oh, try to win the race individually and try to do more risk. Yeah, I think so. That'd be fun. I think that'd be great to see. We saw that at IndyCar last season. Well, the last race was kind of a mess, but that'd be fun. I agree with that.
Motorsport saying there's a lot of money on the line, and there's a sprint as well. Maybe they'll actually go for the sprint. Oh, Hamilton congratulates Verstappen. Russell congratulates Verstappen. Hamilton congratulates Russell. It's like a triangle here. I'm personally really happy for Verstappen, actually. I think he is a very quick driver. He's arguably the fastest race driver in the world. I'll just chat here. I think I should chat into her chat. And I think this is great for him to, like, just prove it.
4. So good.
That's what I think. George Russell's entered congratulating him as well.
What's the points now between P2 for the World Drivers' Championship between Norris and Charles Leclerc?
I don't know. That'll be interesting because Leclerc will have got some more points. And interesting, Ferrari, it's not one that's on the borderline. You don't need to. Alonso congratulating Verstappen as well. Obviously Ferrari could have technically swapped that, but I don't think science would have listened to it.
Will Perez sell the Constructors' Championship? He already did.
Next year will be Russell v. Ham. Sorry, Ash.
We do have a prize winner.
Oh, shoot. Nice.
Doing the drum roll if you'd like to announce.
For some reason, my Discord has abbreviated it, so I see the first letter. So if you maybe I'll do drum roll.
D-Naders?
Oh, D-Nadders.
D-Nadders. Nadders.
D-Nadders or D-Naders. If you're in the chat,
D-Nades, where are you?
Can we get a confirmation
Yes.
if that's the big grand prize?
Which prize is it?
The trip to the Miami 2025 GP. Donada's there, it's gone in.
For Miami? Oh.
Huge. They've been tagged. So there you go.
Where are they? D-Nad. Also, don't forget about me and Kireth when you go to Miami, okay? Drink a lot
Yes.
of pina coladas for us. Thank you so much.
Donada's, we can give you private watch-along, sort of like in person. I could just yap like in person. Take me along. Yeah, awesome. Big awesome for Motorsport to make that prize available and give it to Dean Adders, who's, I presume, has answered the trivia like the best. Yeah, let us know in the chat as well if you're going to Miami as well. Awesome.
Oh, the limo. Why is the limo so small?
What car is it? Is Max trying to look fine? Is Max in the front or is he in a separate one?
Oh, I actually don't know where Max went.
I think there's two different cars. Is it a Rolls Royce because it's got that sparkly roof?
Oh, they do have two different ones. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, is it a championship one? Is he going to go to a championship podium or something? Is Hamilton jumping in? I know.
Wow.
Is Hamilton's going to jump in as well?
So, no, Hamilton's in the one for the podium with George and Carlos. That one seems like a little tight fit, and now Max has his own.
Max. Oh, they got the night. I've seen the logo. Mac
Oh, Max, thank you.
M4X. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's listen in.
Have they got capes? Red Bull celebration capes.
Oh, I don't see any capes. Science is freezing.
Size looks furious.
Just pumped on adrenaline.
He's looking at Hamilton, who's taking his seat, so it's pretty damn
What?
awkward.
We have GP and Max. I mean, I appreciate that, but that's...
That's cool for GP. He was freezing himself yesterday.
Can you imagine if you didn't want to spoil the race because you were working and you see the sphere? You're like, no!
Yeah. Or if, like, you're a pilot and you're flying in, but you really don't want to spoil the race, and you literally, your flight plan is over the sphere, so you're like, I can't look at it.
The second prize being announced, and people are going to say it's rigged for my chat. The Vegas merch, steering hoodie, t-shirt, tumbler, knit hat, and keychain. HCats 1, 2, 3. Congratulations!
Wow.
You have won the second place prize for the Vegas merch.
Congratulations. I know you've been in the stream chat all the way since yesterday, so well deserved.
HCats is a real one.
Rigged accusations coming from my chat. No, they've been in. They've been in the chat.
The raccoon strike again, I know. Did D-Naders already respond? Is he from your chat? Are they from your chat?
Apparently, D-Naders might be in the clubhouse.
Those clubhouse folk.
Yeah. Maybe they were giving better help for the quiz. I think it might be Alan Jones. Yeah, Carlos Sainz looks absolutely. This is like this convoy looks like the Queen's died or something. It's very it's very somber.
Oh no. I expect more. Oh, why don't they have like Underglow or something? I just don't.
What,
Also,
Underglow?
how far
Well,
is
like Need for Speed
Oh, yeah,
Underground.
I love Underglow.
This is
I
a
think in
Rolls
the-
Royce, Ash.
What's wrong with Underglow? It looks great.
That's not how it works. It's not a Bentley.
Lando's WDC funeral procession.
Even Max is looking around the car, I think, and like, oh, this is this and this and that. So maybe think, oh, maybe I'll get one of these now with my bonus. Underglow should be on everything. Racing for slips with Underglow. I'd love to see a Need for Speed Underground game with F1 drivers in it. That's the game I would make.
24, Daytona 24, sports cars should not only have the neon, the outlines, and then the LED number stuff
Underglow.
like that. They should have Underglow.
And it should go
It
red
looks
when you're
so-
braking, and green when you're on traction, and yellow when you're on TC. There we go. Can you let IMSA know about that? They can have that.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
for
I'll
me.
see what I do. I'll call Jack.
There's a
John.
third prize. That's a rain
God.
parka, long sleeve t-shirt, and keychain.
Pericles, congratulations. You've won the third prize for the Vegas merch. This is the Rain Parka long sleeve t-shirt and keychain. Pericles, please make yourself known. I don't even know where H-Cats went.
Pericles also been in the chat a long time. Congratulations. Sue's coming in. I like the roof of the car with those pretty sparkling mini-coloured lights. I suspect it's not that difficult to do, but it's quite a nice feature. I suspect you could do it in like a Pimp My Ride fashion in a lot of cars. Is it outside the... It was the Bellagio last year, wasn't it? And all the fountains went.
Oh, I believe so.
They've got all the M4X that's come out of the boxes. There's obviously
Oh my
a
God, what if
person...
you didn't win it?
Yeah, no.
Would they have to bring it to Qatar? Like, this would be so annoying.
Well, imagine Abu Dhabi 2021. Imagine how much Mercedes with like Hamilton with an 8 in it or something. Hamilton. Yeah.
Hamilton.
So they got a little podium here. Did they get elevated last year? I can't remember with the car.
God, the Mexico elevator is my favorite.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to do all this, and then Brad Pitt's going to get on, and they're going to film it all again for Brad Pitt to win for Apex GP. Although the rumours are that basically Brad Pitt character... I don't want to spoil the movie that hasn't been finished yet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is in fact.
We're speaking about the Queen's procession earlier. You meant... Yeah. Really for Brad Pitt, let's be honest. Gosh, this is taking forever. What are we doing?
All the fire. How many fireworks are going to go off here? Many fireworks, fountains. The fountains are really loud because when the water crashes back down, it's like bang.
The slowest podium all time. Like, what are we doing here?
What's your favorite casino, Ash, in Las Vegas?
I have none. What? Casino? You think I'm just gambling here? You think I have money to gamble in this economy?
No, to pass through. I'm not like, what's the best high roller polka, but like, what's the best, you know, we walk through them, right? Like, what's the one that's got that garden?
I think it's Bellagio. I think Bellagio has the garden. Oh, I think Bellagio has like some kind of garden as well as an art museum inside of it. So I really liked going there last year.
I like flamingos. They felt really like run down and battered. Authentic. Is this Terry Crews? It might be. I've got a zoomed out shot. You know, Terry Crews went to the Hungary GP last year. He was the only celebrity that went. I thought it was interesting. It looked like he just really enjoyed himself. He's in Hungary. Now he's got the big gig here at Vegas.
What are we doing? Can we just podium? Can we do this afterwards? Some of us got to go to sleep.
I'm in line for the Verstappen.com. Oh, so maybe on Verstappen.com you can probably get Verticommerce limited edition M4X stuff, and it does look really cool. It does look really cool.
Already?
I would imagine so, yeah.
You think someone woke up early just to press go live?
Goodness me, there's been a fourth prize as well. There's a fourth prize.
Your starting position on the grid in Verstappen.com is 26,202nd.
It's like F175 live all over again. Let us know how you go. Maybe you can match it with. I can't remember what prize you got. Was it the Parker? So think what we'll accessorize with the Parker.
The F1 store isn't ready for this. Come on.
What I want to win is that rug you're wearing. This is not a rug. This is an actual jacket. No.
It's a beautiful backdrop.
Terry and Jensen doing the interviews.
26,874. Yes.
They obviously actually want to go for this wide shot with the whole Bellagio in, but because the Bellagio is so tall and the camera is so close, there's a really weird angle with the people.
I'm really glad they substituted Danica Patrick for Terry Crews.
Maybe that's a late swap. Maybe that's a late sub. Maybe something's happened.
The fourth prize of Vegas merch, a patch, hoodie, snapback, and keychain. NASCAR Fan Dude 24.
Nice.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hopefully now a F1 fan 24 dude will do that.
Or it should be like Max, but with the 4 inside.
Yeah.
NASCAR fan, claim your fourth place prize of a patch, hoodie, snapback, and keychain, please.
I like it. That's all worldwide, I understand it. I agree, Rude. We'll make that happen. Make that happen. Yeah, it's funny that Max isn't on the podium. It's almost probably better, isn't it? Because like it doesn't matter in the round of things, but like if you're third on the podium but you've won the, it's kind of like I think I had that when I won my last championship. I was second in the final race, but I won the championship. And it's like when you stand on the podium and you're second, you're like, okay.
And the last prize being announced.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
God, there's so much yapping.
Carlos Sainz got his beanie on.
He's so cold. It can't be that cold in Vegas.
But it does get cold in the desert, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It's but like this, it's just unseasonably or like unnaturally warm right now. Yapperoni and cheese, my favorite.
Do you think Carlos Sainz doesn't really look like Carlos Sainz? That's obviously not a statement that makes sense.
No,
I don't know. I'm just used to. It's
the
like
opposite of a frat summer.
Yeah. We should have this for at least every US race. What, the Watchalong or Carlos Sainz and the beanie?
Carlos Sainz and the beanie in Miami. Hondo P. Last prize for our Vegas merch, which is a tumbler, beanie, and keychain, goes to Francis Baconator.
The Baconator.
The Baconator.
And that tumbler looks really nice. Black and gold, I think.
So, Francis, NASCAR fan dude, Pericles, H-Cats, and D-Nators. Make sure to claim your prizes.
Baconator has just said rigged. Well, Baconator, if you want to, it can be redrawn. Immediately coming in with the GIF.
You can also complete the survey for a chance to win more prizes. However, Chad, I think if you're watching here on the Motorsport Limited Beta Test Drive, thank you so much. We will be signing off. Thank you, Motorsport, for having us and for making sure me and Kireth can yap in 2 places at once, or I guess 3, because me and Kireth are streaming in our respectful streams. And congratulations to Max Verstappen on winning 2024 WDC.
Yeah, it's been awesome to share it with you. Thank you so much, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, definitely do the survey anyway to let us know your feedback. It'd be really helpful. Cool.
Goodbye, Motorsport Limited Beta Test Drive. Thank you so much for having us.
See you, everyone. Nice. Chat, what did we think about that? What did we think about that? Did it all kind of work? Well, big prizes. Someone's won a trip to Miami. I wonder how much the Bellagio paid. It might have been they would have had to agree with every casino to block stuff off and everything. It might have been like, it's also the Bellagio is one of the longest and it's got the nicest front to it. So, Simi says F. Now Verstappen's got his champion hat on. It was a cool stream, fun, well done. I'm disappointed in Lando for not winning. Yeah. I think Lando, he's got a fast lap at the end, but I think Lando's going to have some retrospective. I think he needs to reinvent himself a little bit for next season, but by reinventing himself, it might almost be going back to kind of what Lando does best, basically. Oh, it's an MGM thing, because MGM own a lot that end of the strip. There's only like 3, isn't like Caesars, MGM, then between them, they basically own everything now. But yeah, my plans today, I'm going to be doing a GT7 stream later. I'm going to be trying to get to A+ G7. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just hang here, but then I'm going to sleep for a bit, and then I'm going to do the GT7 stream, and also got a lot of videos to record. It's been an absolutely insane, crazy weekend. Personally, really enjoyed streaming with Ash. I thought it was awesome, and I would like to do more of that in the future, with or without Motorsport, because that was a whole beta thing, like they're trying something out.
Hey, Kireth, if you can hear me.
Okay, hang on. I probably got to join like a post-call thing. So, Chat, I'm going to be live later for GT7. I think about 3 o'clock. So hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, I couldn't like be in the just solely in the chat as much because there was 2 of us. At the beginning, there were 3 of us, which is interesting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Discord. Like, you know, maybe stuff we can improve, like co-commentary and things. So that'd be interesting. My OBS also crashed like immediately. My OBS crashed like 5 minutes in. It says right now, do you want to copy the crash log? I've just ignored it. But yeah, everyone, thanks so much. Qatar next week. So I think Qatar will be a normal stream. And then Abu Dhabi, I will be in Brazil for Abu Dhabi. So I might be streaming Abu Dhabi from Brazil because I'll be there with Formula E. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll find out. We'll find out. Thanks, Lacquer. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone in chat. Thanks for all the mods. Appreciate it. Really hope you enjoyed it.